Eunice. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, or good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. We are here live in Eunice. We are trying to cover this softball game, and as we have mentioned in the past, our service here at the softball field is absolutely horrible. So Rosendo and I have been struggling for about the last 30 minutes trying to find a way to get some service. We've got wires hanging out the side of the press box with our little cell phone booster plugged in, and anyway, we're trying. We're fighting like heck. There's just absolutely horrible service, and there's no internet here at the softball field. So the first batter is up. She's got 2 balls and now a strike as she fouled that one off. This is Brooke Renteria of Clovis. Clovis in the purple. And I'm assuming this is Clovis, either JV or CT.
It doesn't say on the schedule, so I'm going to say it's probably JV.
And on the hill for the Cardinals here today, or not on the hill, in the circle, is Kelly Stinson. And they got a 3-1 count to Renteria. We've got 3 lights. Our cell service little signal on our booster is showing 1 bar. So we have been in and out of service, and there is ball 4. And Brooke heads over to first base for Clovis. So coming up next will be Andrea Chavez. Chavez steps into the plate on that right side. Got a runner on first and no outs here in the top of the first.
Yes, sir, top of the first.
That first pitch is in there for a strike. That's a good-looking pitch there by Stinson.
I got 3 thumbs up from Charlie, so, I mean, something's working.
Yeah.
I just sent a message to the station, so hopefully they reply soon.
It'll work maybe for a few minutes before it kicks us out.
Oh, a little delay still.
Yeah. And like I said, just for those of you back home, over here, there's no internet in the booth here at the softball field or at the baseball field. For whatever reason, the baseball field usually has a little bit better cell phone signal, but here at the softball field, it is always rough. So all I can do is apologize and tell you that it isn't anything I do. I got no control.
We're trying our best with what we got, man.
Yeah.
We're trying to make what's that, eliminate our lemons.
It's the softball field and the football field are the 2 worst on the campus as far as signal. The good thing is last year they fixed the internet at the booth at the football stadium, but over here at the softball field we've still got no internet. So
it's all this metal we have up here.
I'm telling you. So here we go. Here's the next pitch. It swung on, hit over towards second. It's going to get into right field, picking it up and throwing it in quickly. They're going to throw it toward home, but not before Clovis scores. And then we overthrow it back towards second. And standing on second is Chavez.
She got a double out of that, huh?
Yep. So a walk by Renteria and then a double with an RBI for Chavez. And that'll bring up Sophie Roberts.
She got a ball 1 there on Sophia. Or Sophie, I'm sorry.
So
Charlie said good pitch and good sound.
Yeah, if folks at home knew the troubles we had just went through to get some sound.
Yes.
Rosendo had his Chloe hanging out the booth window and running around to the side, and we were dropping pieces of our $10,000 worth of equipment.
We don't have to say it on the radio. We get in trouble for that. He's just joking, station.
Out the window, trying to find a place where it would find some service. And there's a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Roberts.
If TJ listens to us tonight, we're gonna get in trouble.
Man, I tell you, it was a circus trying to get up and running here today, but we're up and running. We hope it stays going, and headed over to third after the pass ball, and then Eunice throws it into right field. And now another pass ball is going to send a runner home, and now a runner's headed for second. We've got all kinds of excitement, and that ball's going to skip out into center field. And the coach from Clovis is going to pause everybody and hold them all up.
And we only got 2 lights right now.
Oh, yeah, so it's in and out.
Yeah, it's hand in hand with the fielding.
Yeah.
With the plan. So we have 0 outs here. The score is 2-0. Clovis leads here on top of the first. Playing in Eunice. Wind is blowing from the north. Oh, nice pitch there, but it's a ball.
So ball 1 here to Romero. Romero got a runner standing at second. 1 ball, no strikes here. Stinson in the circle. Takes a look, kicks and fires it toward home, and that
nice
was
pitch.
right down the middle for the strike.
Nice strike now.
1 ball, 1 strike to Romero, Giselle Romero from Clovis. Rosendo and I were talking about it earlier. We're not sure if this is Clovis's JV, Clovis's C team. For all we know, maybe they're varsity. I don't know. But
I hope not. It's not the varsity.
So, anyway, it's something. I don't know. You know, it's funny because we play Lovington and stuff all the time. Lovington plays Clovis and Hubs, and we play them in just about everything.
That is true.
So Stinson back in the circle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one, she swings and misses for strike 3, and so Romero goes down swinging.
For out number 1 here against Clovis. Yep. The station replied, I have video and audio.
Yep. So once again, for those of you back home, we're doing the best we can. You should have seen us scrambling 30 minutes before this game trying to find some signal. We look like with the old antennas that you used to have on your TV where you're like bending them around and sticking them out the window. Most of the youngsters won't remember that, but some of you sitting at home will.
We're looking for a fork to put it in something, huh?
Yeah, like grabbing a hold of the box and sticking my finger out the window, hoping that would help with the signal. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Silva, Adriana Silva at the plate for Clovis. Kelly Stinson in the circle for Eunice. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the next pitch down the middle, and it's swung on and tipped off for a foul and strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's a quiet game out there. It's kind of cool out there, too.
You know, when I came around the corner, it is a very cool wind today. It's a beautiful sunny day, but that wind is blowing, and it is a cold wind. And here comes the next pitch, and it's going to hit her right in the leg. So Silva gets hit by a pitch, and she's going to head to first. Runners at first and second. But anyway, when I pulled up, and I was only about 30 minutes before game time, maybe 25, and there was me and 1 other car in the parking lot.
How come it was coming up behind you? Because that was the 3rd one here.
Yeah. And so I thought, man, maybe they canceled the game or something. There's nobody here, but there's a bus here. And now a few others have trickled in here, but it is kind of a cool spring day here.
And it's the first game of a doubleheader, correct?
That is correct.
Oh, another ball. That was a pretty pitch.
Yeah,
that ball.
That looked like a good pitch. Stinson doesn't complain about much, but she didn't look like she liked that call.
She shrugged her shoulders on that one.
Yeah. So 2 balls, no strikes here. Stinson rocks, fires that one, and that one was high for ball 3. So this is Baeza, Carly Baeza or Carly Baeza. It's Karely. Carly Baeza.
Carly with the K.
Steps in there, and that pitch is going to be inside for ball 4. So Baeza's going to walk. She heads over to first, and now the bases are loaded, and out comes Coach Kemple. He's going to keep it simple as he heads out there to visit with his team. And we've got a 2-0 game here. Quick rundown of some sponsors. I've got them somewhere in my little briefcase here.
Evie says she's not going to tell TJ. She says you guys don't, loud and clear, don't worry about TJ.
Don't worry about him, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, NMR Pipeline, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy, Eunice Health Clinic, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BTH Services and Rental, and Eunice Wrecker and Rental. So shout out to those sponsors who make this possible. We greatly appreciate you.
Yes, we do, man.
Without you, nobody would get to watch these games. So we
on
appreciate
this nice
you.
Cold day, huh?
Yeah, for sure. This is a game where you
want to see it
want
indoors.
Yeah. That first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1. So 0-1 is the count. Here comes the next pitch, swung on and missed, strike 2.
That talk they had on the circle kind of helped her out there.
Yeah.
Helped her settle down.
0-2 to Soto. She steps in there ready to go again. There's the next one. It swung on and hit foul down the third base line. Gaetan scrambling over there to scoop it up. Fires it back to her pitcher. It's a foul ball.
Cut remains the same. 2 strikes, 0 balls. Bases are loaded here in the top of the first. 2-0.
With no outs. And there's a swing on and a foul ball.
I thought we got it out a minute ago. She struck out.
Oh, you did? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
She struck out. Yeah.
Yeah, so there is 1 out. So back on the circle is Stinson. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, foul again.
Man, she's hitting that ball, making it be fouls. Without Charlie, he's in Fort Worth, Texas. I believe he's going to take care of the score app, right?
Yep.
So it might be a little delayed too, huh?
Yeah, because usually what we see is about 30 seconds behind what he's going to see.
Yep.
Maybe 40, 45, or actually he's about 30, 45 seconds behind us. So anyway, but we appreciate him helping us out with that because he's got that app on his phone and it's
there it is, strike three.
And there's a strike three, so down goes Soto.
On the outside corner there. We're out number 2.
So Stinson already has 3 Ks here, but unfortunately for the Cardinals, one of those resulted in a pass ball error reached on first. So got 2 outs here, 2-0 is the score. And Cushing comes to the plate for Clovis.
Ooh,
big swing and a miss.
Lefty out there, huh?
Yep.
That's a strong swing.
1 ball, 1 strike to Cushing.
Charlie's going to get mad because his camera's going to get dirty with this win.
Here's the next pitch.
Ooh. I'll call that outside corner. There you go. Strike. What was that? 2 strikes, 1 ball.
It definitely makes for a better picture
yes,
when we've
most
got
definitely.
the window open like that. It's not as warm in here, that's for sure.
Glad I brought my sweater. And there's no heater in here, is there? No.
I don't know. I don't have any idea if there's a heater.
We have no heater or internet.
They got an AC back there, but I don't know if that thing has a heater in it.
I bet it does. It looks like one of those old motel heaters.
Old school, yeah.
Full count here on Cushing, you said, right?
Yeah, this is Cushing. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Down goes Cushing. And that is 4 Ks, if that is even possible, in that inning for Stinson. And as we move into the bottom of the first, Clovis leads Eunice 2-0. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
All right.
What happened? You there?
There we go. Yep, now I'm there. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. We greatly appreciate everybody listening. Want to shout out to the Zamora family, as the Zamoras, along with a few others here in Eunice, are pushing to get a softball program built here in Eunice, starting with our youngsters. We definitely need it badly, and it would definitely be a good thing. I, for one, greatly appreciate the Zamoras pushing for this. They're working with the Eunice Baseball League, the Youth Baseball League, and hoping to start youth softball this 2024 season and continue throughout the upcoming years. That's how you build a program. That's why our Little League Baseball filters our high school baseball. That's why our high school baseball program is as tough as it is. Our youth football filters into our football program. That's why it's that tough. So anyway, sign-ups have already began. If you have questions, get in contact with the Zamora family, or someone down at the baseball, Little League Baseball, can point you in the right direction. Hey!
And the door opens behind us.
The door just swung open with the wind, and papers went flying everywhere. Sign-ups have began, and they're hoping to get good numbers. So get your girls signed up. Camps are in the works for both baseball and softball. We are big in sports here in Eunice, from coaching in the Little League to coaching at the high school. Both of the Zamoras, baseball and softball, they're all about it. If you have questions, you can contact the Zamora family, and we've got their number if you need it. So thank you very much to the Zamoras. There's a swing on and a hit by Haley Jones. She heads over to first, and they're going to gun her down as she grounds out. A good hit there by Haley Jones. Unfortunately, better fielding by that second baseman for Clovis.
It hit it directly to her, so she wouldn't have to do much but put her glove down. So.
Yep, slipped over there, made a good stop on a hard hit ball, and then flipped it over to first. So that'll bring up Melanie Nieto. Nieto steps in there, and she took one. If she'd have left her leg down, I learned something new the last time I was over here. You can have one bounce off the ground and hit you, and you go to first. But
Charlie said he has a 1-minute delay.
Yeah, it's usually somewhere between 30 and a minute,
yes,
30 seconds and a minute. So that's right. That is how it works. Usually, if you're watching us back home It's funny because if we're not doing the video, the delay's way less. There's a hard hit high fly ball over foul toward the first base dugout, and that's going to be caught. So down goes Nieto on the fly out in foul territory, caught by Clovis.
If that wind wasn't blowing as hard as it is, probably wouldn't made it out to the outfield. They kept the ball in.
So that'll bring up Kelly Stinson. Stinson, the pitcher here for the Lady Cards today, steps in there ready.
Thought about it.
She takes that first. Oh no, they called it a strike.
What? That was a little bit high, don't you think?
Yeah, I thought so. In the delay call. Remember we were over here the other day. We had that conversation. I've never seen so many umps with such delayed calls. I don't know if it's something they're teaching, or what, like in their fundamentals classes. But as a broadcaster, I know people at home could care less what I think, but as a broadcaster, it is a pain. I've never seen it as much until this year. There's a hard hit ball over toward third. They scoop it up and fire it to first. And 3 up, 3 down go the Lady Cardinals. All of them got hits, but all of them either hit it right into somebody's glove or flew it up into the air. And so down go the Cardinals as we head into the top of the second. Lady Cardinals trail Clovis 2-0.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. My stuff's blowing everywhere. Once again, just an update. We got another message about camps. They've got camps scheduled for April the 14th and April the 28th for both baseball and softball. So thank you so much to the Zamora family, Jeanette and Alfonso. We appreciate you guys. Once again, we've got numbers for them. If somebody needs them, you can holler at us. You can get in contact with the Little League Baseball or with the Zamoras, and definitely a good thing.
Yes, it is. Get them started young.
So I believe that brings Cordova up to the plate for Clovis. They made it 8 of their 9 hitters through last time, and she fouls that one off hard into the fence.
Girl on deck. You see there?
Yeah. Yeah, she almost got decked on deck.
Have you seen that video on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
There's a guy on deck like that. This guy crushes it, hits him right in the head, and passes out.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's no good.
It was pretty good. Video to laugh at, but it probably was crappy for the guy who got hit.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Stinson rocks back, fires that one low and inside for ball 1. When I was a kid, I was catching. And I was probably in about the 5th, 6th grade, and we were playing on an all-star tournament. And anyway, the kid that was pitching, that ball's low for ball 2 or 3. 2. Anyway, the kid that was pitching, the guy that got up to hit it, man, he hit a rocket, and it just as soon as that ball hit the bat, it hit our pitcher right in the forehead. There's a big swing and a miss.
Making it 2-2.
Anyway, it knocked him plumb unconscious, just huge goose egg on his head. They hauled him to the emergency room. It scared the heck out of everybody. That ball's almost inside. She did a really good job looking like the Matrix as she was going.
Me and Heath, he's a year older than me, right? I'm a junior, he's a senior, and I'm pitching to him, batting practice in the batting cage, right? And you're supposed, once you throw the ball, you get behind the net. Well, Heath, I throw him the ball, he hits it right back at me. I don't have enough time to get back behind the net. Hits me right here, right in the ribs.
Oh.
Frazier goes down. I go down. I can't breathe, bro. My eyes are watery. I didn't cry because I was a junior man, but I wanted to. It sucked. That day sucked bad.
Oh. So that'll bring the top of the lineup back up, Renteria back up there, and she's going to pop that one up, diving, almost making the catch, but they don't make the catch, but they knock it down in fair territory, and the catcher's looking at the ump like what? But that's the right call.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
she catch it in the air. She could advance.
The ball would have spun back in, foul, but she dove for it and touched it. So once she dove and touched it,
it makes it a fair ball.
It makes it a fair ball.
And what I remember the most about that day, Coach Gladden, oh, come on, Rosie, you're okay. You're okay, shake it off. I didn't even play that game. Had the scenes painted right there.
Shook you up a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. That'd be all right. Even though Dickie Haynes.
Stepping back in there is Renteria. She takes that one off the knuckles.
No, that's somebody else because Renteria is on first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
It's number 1.
Yep. So she had that little single the last time. So this is Chavez. She had a what started as a single, ended up as a double with an RBI, and she takes that one low and inside.
Good stop there by the catcher.
The runner over on first trying to mess with us a little bit, causing us to get a little discombobulated.
Early here in the bottom, top of the third, top of the second, barely, huh?
Yep. Chavez standing there ready. There's a swing on foul. The board shows 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs here. We're in the top of the second and a 2-0 game. Runners on first and second for Clovis.
Is there no track practice today?
Don't see anybody out there.
Huh.
There's a swing on and a miss for strike 2.
No, 3.
Oh, that was 3. So down goes Frazier. Not Frazier, but Chavez.
Also give a shout out to the FFA. I think they were traveling today to one of their. They had a send off to him this morning.
Yep. Yeah, I think that was state. They were going to state. There was 12 or 13 of them that had qualified for state, and they were headed for state today. So I like seeing that we've got that program going. I think it's
been very successful from the beginning.
Yep. Mr. Gaskins and that group have done a great job. Swing on and a miss for a strike. You know, another one that's done a really good job with programs like that is Mr. Frazier
with
and
the robotics,
Mr.
right?
Pilcher with their robotics group. I know that STEM group and whatnot, they traveled this past weekend as well. And
Didn't they go visit that astronaut?
They did that as well.
Yes.
That was a couple weeks ago, but yeah. Yeah, so, you know, some good little
A
programs.
lot of stuff going on that don't involve sports.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's one of the track coaches headed this way, so I would guess that's probably your answer. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. This is Roberts, and that one's outside for ball 3. So we got a full count here, no outs. The runners advanced a while ago, and so they are standing at second and third. Kicking and firing is Stinson, and a swing and a miss. And so down goes another one. Stinson has got 6 Ks here already in 2 innings, if that makes any sense, and Clovis is still at bat.
You got to explain that, huh?
Yeah,
and softball, it's a different type of world, huh?
Yeah, and that was kind of a nice deflection off that fence right back to the catcher. That held the runner on a pass ball. Yeah, so on one of the pitches earlier, the batter swung and missed, strike 3. But the ball got past the catcher, so they ran to first, and so I believe that counts as a strikeout. But then they reach on the error.
Correct.
So they get the strikeout, so that's why we're in the second inning, and you've already got 6 strikeouts, but we're still batting, or they're still batting.
They're still batting.
That's why it's somewhat confusing. And there's an inside pitch. I thought it got her, but I guess not.
That's ball number 3.
So 3 balls, no strikes here to Romero.
2 outs.
Runners at second and third. Here comes the pitch.
Oh,
right
she let
down
that go
the
right
middle.
down the middle.
That was a good-looking pitch
She
there.
had the red light, huh?
Yeah, they must have had the take sign there.
We'll take it as a strike. There it is, strike 2. There it is.
Oh, yeah. They
come
took
back
that
there.
one as well.
Make it a full count.
And the coach looking at her, clapping her hands, so maybe she didn't have the take sign on that one.
He's like, really?
So here goes Stinson. She throws that one high and outside, and that'll send a runner over to first.
So bases loaded out here with 2 outs. Number 10 of the bat.
Adriana Silva comes to the plate. She got hit by a pitch her last at bat. The bases are loaded, 2 outs. Kelly Stinson in the circle. There's a pitch that's a little high and outside for ball 1. Oh, no, there was that delayed. That ump called the strike after the ball was already back to the pitcher.
It was one of those psych calls, huh?
Yeah, I've never seen that until this year. There's a drive towards center. Coming up, making a catch is Pierce. Good job there by Pierce. And so that was a well-hit ball by Silva, but Pierce makes a good catch. And that'll get us out of the top half of the second. We'll move into the bottom of the second. The Cardinals trail 2-0.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. The Lady Cards trail here 2-0 as we move into the bottom of the second. The first three batters for the Cardinals, they're in that first inning. Haley Jones, Melanie Nieto, and Kelly Stinson all made contact with the ball, but either got thrown out or flew out. And so that'll bring up the cleanup batter, which is Lizzie Gaetan.
I like how they came out here and made good contact at the beginning. So as long as we can hit somebody's not standing at the right spot, you can say,
yeah,
we can get on board. Get some points here, because I believe this is the JV team for Clovis.
Yeah.
Because if this is their varsity, I mean.
And I would guess it's either their JV or their C team.
How do you think about their C team?
Yeah, you get to schools the size of Clovis and Hobbs, you're.
Yeah, C and double C and double
A.
A.
Yeah, you might have one. Yeah. Yeah, and I have no idea JVC team. It doesn't say that on the. It just says Clovis on the schedules. So Gaetan steps in. On deck is Michaela Pierce with Riley Dillard in the hole. So Clovis gets ready. Your pitcher going to wear that little masky mask.
So I think she threw one pitch, huh? And that's it. Let's go.
And Cushing is pitching. And so here she goes. Here goes the pitch, and it's going to be low and outside for ball number one.
I thought he was going to call it a strike. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that delayed.
He's like,
Yep. So stepping back in there is Gaetan, and she swings at that one for strike number one. One ball, one strike.
Missed it by a smidge, huh?
Yep. That pitch was a foot outside and low, at least from my angle. That's the way it looked. But she took a hack at it, and that pitch is way up here. That was like Wild Thing. You make my heart sing. I thought that one was going to come up here and hit me between the eyes.
Looking out that camera down for a second.
Or our little box cast thing that we've got hanging out the side of the building. There's that next pitch, and it's driven toward right field. It's well hit. Coming in, trying to make the catch of the right fielder. She booted it, and then Gaetan hesitated,
thank
and
God
now
she
made it. Gaetan with a well-hit ball. She stopped at first and hesitated, and the right fielder booted the ball, and then Gaetan stood there for about a second and a half, and then she decided to go.
I'm going.
And but it was a well-hit ball by Lizzie, and so we'll give her a double out of that deal, and that'll bring up Michaela Pierce with a runner in scoring position in Gaetan, and Pierce is going to get drilled. Oh, that didn't hit her?
No.
And Gaetan's going to steal
Guess
third.
not.
I thought the ball hit her.
I thought it did too.
I don't know how that didn't hit her. I thought it drilled her. Apparently she didn't think so.
She pointed down towards her leg.
Yeah. Well, guess not. So one
We'll
ball,
take a hit
no
instead.
strikes. Yeah. Pierce steps back in there, and that ball's high and outside. Man, this Clovis pitcher, she'll throw 2 or 3, and she throws it hard right down the middle, and then she'll fire one that looks like it's going to hit us in the press box. Squaring her way was Pierce.
Ooh. Boy, that was close.
Man,
from my point of view, she was out. My point of view, she was out.
Drilled. The catcher just fired one down to third.
Dude, we got lucky on that one.
Gaetan was easing back in, and she got away with one there. And that pitch is going to be outside for ball 3.
That catcher got the cannon, brother.
Man, Gaetan just got gunned over on
she was
third,
out,
and
bro.
we got the call. The ump, he's kind of blocked from where he's standing over there. And anyway, and that pitch is going to be high and outside for ball 4. So Pierce will walk, and that'll bring up
She came
Riley.
up limping towards first base, sir. She took off running, and she came up limping.
That ain't no good. So Riley steps in there. She's batting from the left side here today. Runners at first and third. And she's ready. Here comes the pitch. Swung. No swing. Oh, they call the outside strike.
But you know it's going to be a strike, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So the runner advances. And so
predict the future now, Jones.
That's right. Runners at second and third. Riley's ready. She fouls that one off over toward the home dugout. Yep. So Riley Dillard up, Zamora on deck, and Williams in the hole. So stepping back in there, she's ready, and she takes that
Low.
one on low and outside for ball 1. So I believe that's 1 and 2, right? One
Correct.
ball, 2 strikes.
You are correct, sir.
So the count is 1 and 2, and she's back in there ready to go. Runners in scoring position on second,
inside.
third. That
Ball gets
ball's
away from
inside, and Gaetan's going to get gunned again. She's hesitant. She starts to go, and then she stands there, and then she starts to go. And, man, I'm like, oh, you're about to get gunned again.
Think long, think wrong, right?
Yep. Yeah, you got to either go or not go. One or the other. you get hung up in no man's land out there, and they're going to get you. So Gaetan back to the base, and that ball's going to be outside for ball 3. So we got a full count here to Riley. Runners at second and third.
No, she was not safe, Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's like, good call. The ball don't lie. And that one's low and outside, and they're going to get her. Oh, they had her again. They gunned her again at third. She's not paying attention over there, but
That's
that time
two
the
times.
third baseman dropped the ball, and that pitch was outside, so Dillard with the walk, and that'll bring up Zamora. Yeah, we need to go over there and have a conversation with
stay on the bag.
with Gaetan. That ball's fouled off right back to us, yeah.
Right on the camera. So the bases are loaded here with no outs for the Eunice Cardinals.
Gaetan got thrown out twice
Didn't count.
during one batter at third. One of them, the third baseman dropped, and the other one, they got her. The ump was just in a position where he couldn't see it.
I think it was just too fast for the umpire, too. We'll say she's safe.
Man, the catcher from Clovis can fire it down to third in a hurry. And Gaetan with
she's
the
gonna
big
get
lead
her out
again,
there,
they're
watch.
going to get her.
And we're pro Eunice.
Yes, I'm all, and shoot, Gaetan's my family. But she needs to stick your foot on that base and leave it over there. Here comes the next pitch. It's low. And she's testing the waters. She's leading off over there every time that pitch comes across home. So as long as she's comfortable and confident, I am too, I guess. Maybe. All right, so here comes the next pitch to Zamora. It's a low and outside.
It's a strike.
Oh, no, he called it a strike.
I got a text here. You got it as well. I said, read that. It is the Clovis varsity.
Really?
Thank you for that information.
So that pitch is driven into left center field. A good hit there by Zamora. It's going to score 2 as Pierce and Gaetan make it home. What a hit there by Zamora, and that is why her family is pushing for some softball.
Yes, they are. That's the future right there.
Yeah, that was a really nice hit ball for sure.
Good, solid right up for shortstop, man.
So Miss Davis says she checked and double-checked, and this is Clovis's varsity. So there's a pitch that's low for
strike number 1.
Strike number 1 is one of them delayed calls.
This is Williams up here at the bat.
Yep.
She's playing first base for the Eunice Cardinals, correct?
Yep. Peyton Williams steps in there ready to go. Here's the pitch. Driven over toward left center field.
Back to second.
And what a catch out there in center field. That ball was hit hard by Williams.
Hard and fast out there, man, against the wind.
And it had that little slice to it like in a golf, like in golf. I didn't think the center fielder was going to come away with it.
I didn't think she was either.
So that'll bring up the other Pierce. What are they doing?
They're going to have a courtesy runner? Oh, she's out because she left too soon, maybe?
Oh, was that Riley?
Yes, sir, that was
Riley.
Riley.
So they called Riley out at second, as they said she left the bag too early from first, headed towards second on the catch.
So that's 2 outs here.
How can you leave too early?
I bet you you can leave when the ball leaves the pitcher's hand, I believe. Now you can get them off.
Wow. There's a ball hit into right field. It's going to land, and that was Pierce. And so she's going to advance Zamora over to third, and so runners at first and third. I'm still confused over the out.
Zamora did a beautiful job coming from first. She never stopped that second, kept running all the way to third. That's how she got through. And this is a younger Pierce, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I was getting confused though.
Yeah, my confusion was not about Zamora. It was about the
out. Riley?
Yes. So stepping back into the box now is Haley Jones. She had a hard ground out her first at bat. And they're going to steal second. So runners now at second and third. 1 out is what the board shows. We got a 2-2 tie here. We're being told by Miss Davis that this is Clovis's varsity. So this is a It's
Ooh,
a
nice hit, Jones.
varsity
Get
game.
there.
There's a hit back to the pitcher.
man.
Jones not going to make it to first as a gunner, but the Cardinals put a couple of runs on the board. It's Eunice 2, Clovis 2. We head into the top of the third. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Yeah, so welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. And
Was that a question, Charlie?
I will be the first to say that I am not a softball rules professional by any means. However, my kids played softball. Shoot, I played softball, as crazy as that sounds. I played in several leagues when I first got out of high school, and we played in co-ed leagues and stuff all the time. So I understand the rules that people are sending me, and I understand you can't lead off. I get it. I didn't see her leading off.
She wasn't. They're saying that she left too soon.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know what determines what too soon.
Well,
Because the ball was already in the air out in center field.
And the part that's confusing to me, and there's a pitch that's high and outside for ball one.
Called it a strike. Called it a strike.
Oh, my gosh.
Yes, sir. He called it a strike.
That was another one of those delayed calls.
So Charlie said the umpire don't lie.
The call that was, or the part that was confusing to me is she didn't advance.
Correct.
The ball was hit to center field. It was
She
caught,
came back,
and she was
tacked her
standing
back.
on second. And so even if you were to leave early or whatever, you went back and you're standing, you didn't advance anywhere. So it's like in baseball, if there's a fly ball hit the center field, you got to tag up. If you go back and you're standing on the base when they catch the ball, then you didn't leave too early. If she was standing on the base. So anyway, like I said, I'm sure there's something in the softball rule book that
we do not know.
that I don't know.
But Charlie said, Clovis umpires.
So 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch.
That's a strike.
And that is a good one.
Make it a full count here.
So 3-2. Stinson's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strikeouts in the first 2 innings already. And so here comes the next pitch. And it's swung on and missed. Strike number 3. And down goes, let's see, that was Baeza.
Yes, sir.
And so that'll bring up Amar Soto. And so Soto heads up to the plate. 1 out here. The Lady Cards have got it kind of going the last inning or so, inning and a half anyway. There's a pitch. There's hitting over towards second.
Somebody cover first. There you go, Jones.
Flip it over. They get it there. And what a play by Williams and Jones. Williams comes up. The ball hit and kind of spun. She grabbed it. Jones ran to second. They flipped it to her, and they get her out.
They all kind of froze her for a second, and then Jones kind of, you can say, woke up and took off running the first and beat the runner there. Good job by that young lady, because she's a true 8th grade, right, or a freshman?
Jones. She's a freshman.
She's a freshman out there. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
That'll bring up Cushing. And so Cushing heads up. And I believe she's a freshman. I think she's a freshman. She might be an 8th grade.
She played last year at the 8th grade.
Yep. And there's a swing and a miss.
And she's the pitcher tonight up the bat, right?
Yes, that is correct. So Cushing steps in there. Stinson in the circle. Kicks, fires that ball right down the outside corner for the strike. What a pitch by Stinson.
She's warming up, brother.
Yeah, she's warming up, and we're cooling off with this cold wind blowing through the window. Stinson back. Kicks, fires that one. It swung on and missed, and down goes Cushing. And Stinson with another strikeout. That is 8 strikeouts in 3 innings of work for Kelly Stinson. As we head to the bottom of the third, it's Eunice 2, Clovis 2. We got a ball game. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Your Lady Cardinals all tied up here with Clovis, and Miss Davis, our principal, has told us that this is Clovis's varsity, so it's not the JV or the C team. This is actually the varsity. So
So right now the Eunice Cardinals are playing very good.
Yeah,
Just
absolutely.
going out there 3 up, 3 down, and ready to go striking them out. They're hitting the ball, making contact. I mean, what else could we ask for on this beautiful day, right?
Yeah, for sure. And the Cardinals, you know, looking pretty dang good. If like I said, if this is the varsity and Ms. Davis says varsity, we'll say it's varsity. If this is Clovis's varsity, the Cardinals are looking impressive.
Yes.
I don't care how good or not good or whatever anybody might say. It's when you're talking 5, 6A schools.
By golly,
They're
we're looking
usually-
good.
Yeah, this is a good ball game so far for the Cardinals. A lot of ball to be played, but the
Because
Lady
this is a
Cardinals-
doubleheader. This is the first game of both.
Yep.
Games. So
Yeah, and that'll bring up Melanie Nieto. Nieto steps in here. Another one of them young ladies that in a roundabout way is probably related to me. And there's the pitch swung on, dribbled over toward third.
she
Nieto
gonna get
headed
there?
to first. It's going to be close.
Oh, and
and
she's
she's there. The ball's overthrown. It heads
She's
to the
limping to
dugout.
go
And
to second.
she's headed to second. We got a lot of limpers.
yes.
And she's bending over, grabbing her knee. She's asking for help.
Remember, keep in mind, she's the catcher too.
Yeah, so
In this
Nieto
cold weather, man, you got to stretch out real good.
ends up turning that single into a double. And Nieto's going to come off a second, and they're going to send in a courtesy runner for her, trying to see what that
It's number
number
8.
is. And number 8. Let me see if I've got that over here in my other little list of info.
There's Blevins, isn't it? No.
Number 8 is Leva.
Leva.
A Leva. And so Kelly Stinson heads out here. We got some pitcher-on-pitcher violence going on.
I was going to say crime, but I'll take
Yeah.
violence too.
So the ump goes down, talks to the Coach Kemple for a few minutes, and now he's headed back in here.
Little
behind.
casual walk, right? Wasn't
Yeah.
it just kind of cool, calm and collected back behind the home plate?
Yeah. And now stepping in there is Stinson. Here comes the first pitch, driven high up over the shortstop. Shortstop's going to step in and make the catch, and Stinson goes down on the fly out.
Man, wish he wants to have that back right there.
Yep.
Brings Lizzie Gaitan up the back, correct?
Lizzie Gaitan up. Last time, if you remember, she got a double.
And thrown out twice at
He got
third.
thrown out twice at third, but ended up scoring. So a strange game so
Yeah.
far. That ball's going to be, he called it a strike.
Yeah, he
Man,
likes those way outside corner.
Man,
He
I'm telling you, that's a foot outside.
He loves those.
Where we're sitting, we're right behind home plate. That ball's a foot outside at least. Here comes the next pitch, and that
Ooh.
one's out there in that same place. She swung at that one.
She had to. She had to protect the plate, you know what I'm saying?
So that's strike 2. So 0-2 to Gaitan.
Real fast. Just 2 pitches in 0-2, huh?
Kicking and firing it toward home. Gaitan drives
Hits
that one
the
into
gap.
left field. And coming over to third and almost getting
got hit in the
right
head.
in the noggin. that was Leva. She got hit right in the head as she was headed for
And Gaitan goes to
third.
second.
Gaitan now at
She
second.
got hit in the head, Jimmy.
Yeah.
That ball just bounced off that head,
They
off the helmet.
as
Wow.
I believe that may have been Mylene, but I'm not. No, maybe not. I don't.
Leva?
Yeah. Anyway, she heads over to third, and they threw the ball trying to throw her out, and it hit her right in the helmet. And so now we've got a score. So Gaitan on second, and that'll bring up Pierce.
Yes, sir.
Michaela Pierce walked her last at bat.
A lot of action because that ball came off her head, went not back onto the outfield. She just ran on in. At the time, Lizzie's going to second. Almost got thrown out there.
That's that spot where he likes them. Yeah, he
Showed
called
a
it.
strike.
Man, where I'm sitting, that
Dude.
ball's in the other batter's box.
I agree with you. It's right on that white line.
Yeah, and so I'm like, what in the world? But that's his zone, and he's right there. It's that
He's
same place.
consistent.
He's
I
going to
mean,
call it right there again. Yeah,
That's good. If he's consistent, you know what you have to work
yeah,
with.
yeah, for
Can't
sure.
ask for anything else.
I mean, there's no doubt that he's going to call that right there, and it's. I'm telling you, that ball's 2 or 3 inches in the other batter's box. There's a drive up toward center. They scoop it up out there. Does
they
the
got
short
Lizzie
and
no man
fires
land.
it up. Lizzie headed to second, and they're going to get her.
By
They
a
threw her out.
mile. By a mile. Because what she do, she hesitated right there in between, and poor young lady got thrown out going to third.
So Pierce with the ground out, and then Gaitan gets gunned down trying to run to third. And so the Cardinals did put 1 run here on the board as we're in the bottom of the – was it the 4th?
Yes, sir. Bottom of the 4th.
Bottom of the 4th. And so at the end of – I don't think that's right. I'm all
1,
confused
2,
now.
Yeah, I think we're right.
I think that was the 3rd, right?
No, I think it was the 4th, but who knows? We'll say 3.5.
The board now says it's 4-2, and I don't think that's the score, is it?
No, it should be.
No? Oh, 3-2. Okay. All right, so they're trying to get
You're
it
making
squared
me
off.
nervous, Jimmy. Are the innings correct?
Yes, the innings are correct.
Okay.
We're in the top of the fourth, so we hadn't had the fourth yet.
Yeah.
So once again, through 3, the score is 2-3. The Cardinals lead by 1.
There
You're
it is
listening
now.
to
She
No Mark
corrected it now.
Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. The Lady Cardinals lead 3-2 here as we start the 4th inning. Stinson in the circle throws that first pitch, and it's going to be a ball. I believe this is Cordova.
Can't see the number. Let me confirm that. Number 13, I think.
She's got a long ponytail, and it does cover up that number, and that is Cordova, 13. Here comes the next pitch. It's driven foul.
Thank you, Charlie. It is the top of the 4th, Mr. Charlie said. Our scorekeeper.
Top of the 4th.
I'm not going to reply and say thank you, Charlie.
You'll hear it in a minute from now.
In a minute from now.
That's right. So here comes Stinson with her next pitch. That one's high and outside, and that's usually that spot where he likes them, and he
Probably
didn't call
been
that
a
one.
little too high for his
For
favorite.
his liking. So stepping back into the circle is Stinson. 2-1 is the count. It's hit hard over
Jones.
towards second. Jones scoops it up, fires it to first, and
Right
they
on
get
time.
him. And Jones stayed with it, fired it over to Williams, and they get Cordova on the ground out.
Beautiful job staying in front of it. Hit her in the leg pretty hard. And she found it stepping through towards first and got the first out.
That out was brought to you by Redbird Garage. They fixed my AC this week and made it work good. So Stinson back in the circle. Renteria is up, and she swings and misses at strike 1.
Swing and a miss here with 1 out. Top of the 4th. Score is 3-2. Eunice leads here.
So stepping back in there is Brooke. There's the pitch. It's high and outside. 4-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in a 3-2 game. The Cardinals leading the Wildcats. Some bird and cat crime. There's a drive high and foul right back over the top of us. It's liable to go bang. And it didn't. I never heard any bang bang.
Nope. Got that Charlie cough going over there, huh?
Kind of sounded like it, huh?
Yeah. In honor of Charlie, right?
Yep. He's not here. I might as well do it for him. That ball's driven right to the catcher.
Call it a foul ball.
Yeah.
He said driven right to the catcher.
You know, from my angle, when she hit it, it like skipped, and it looked like it was going out, and then
It went straight up?
Yeah, it went straight up, I guess. So here comes the next pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And that one's going to be down in the turf for 2-2. 2-2 count, 1 out, 3-2 game. Stinson on the hill or in the circle. And this is the top of the lineup for Clovis, Brooke Renteria. And she drives that one right towards Stinson. Stinson scoops it up, throws it over to first for out number 2.
Threw it underhanded, huh?
Yep. So that's a ground out for Renteria, and that'll bring up Andrea Chavez. Young lady had a double with an RBI. She also had a strikeout earlier. And so she's back in there ready to go. Here comes the pitch, low and inside.
For ball 1. That was like slow motion, wasn't it?
Yep. So Andrea Chavez steps back in there ready to go. Here's the pitch. It's driven into shallow right field. They're not going to get there. It did spin. She's going to head for second. They fired. It's going to be close. Oh, and it hit the runner, so she's going to be there safely. And so good throw back in there by Jones.
That was trouble all the way right there because you had second baseman and first baseman going for it.
Yeah.
But the ball did hit the floor.
I agree.
In bounds.
That'll bring up Sophie Roberts. She had a strikeout where she reached first on the pass ball, and then she had another strikeout. So she struck out twice here today to Stinson. Runner standing on second. Here she is.
Throw it to second. That runner got a huge lead over there on second on us.
So 2-0 is the count. 2 outs here in a 3-2 ball game in Eunice. It looks like a beautiful day.
But
it's got all the
cold.
look of it, but it is cold and windy. And
there
that ball's right down that outside corner for strike.
2 balls, 1 strike,
Yep.
2 outs. Is that correct?
That is correct. That is correct. So here comes the next pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rock boogie, oogie, woogie, woogie, woogie.
We only do that for Eunice, not for the opposing team.
Oh, you don't do it for the other team?
No.
I do it
something
for both
good's supposed to
teams.
happen.
Boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie.
Oh, you're equal?
Yeah, I'm an equal employment opportunity type person. Oh, Lord. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's a full count. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed, and down she goes. And that is the 9th strikeout for Kelly Stinson and the 3rd strikeout for that batter. So as we move into the bottom of the 4th, your Cardinals lead 3-2.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics. Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports, as your Lady Cardinals are hosting Clovis here, and the Lady Cards lead 3-2. And Riley heads to the plate. Riley Dillard, she walked her last at bat, and then she's the one that was involved in that strange play out at second that they called her out for.
The mysterious out, right?
Yeah, that I'm still confused on. And here's the first pitch to her, and it's going to be
a ball.
Okay.
Yeah, it looked like a strike.
I was waiting on that delayed call. I expected it to be a strike.
And she's our only left-handed batter the Eunice lineup tonight.
Riley back in there, takes a swing. She flips it over toward third. They're trying to get to it. Nobody going to get there, and Riley's going to outrun it. She was scooting. Riley Ruru said zoom, zoom all the way down to first.
She gone to be on the left-handed side. Got there a lot quicker, too, but that ball had a spin on it.
Yes. Yep, and that'll bring up Leilene Zamora. And she had a single with an RBI her last at bat. Here comes the next pitch. It's flipped up high, right up over the top of us. Probably going to go boom. Nope.
Oh, no. Missed this completely. Oh, no.
I was expecting the boom.
Run. No, we can't on a dead ball.
Oh, yeah, because foul ball.
Yes, sir.
Yep. So
3-2. I'm sure she would have been gone.
So stepping back in is Zamora. Reminder about the youth softball. She's going to take off is Riley. They get it there, and they throw her out.
I thought she made it.
Riley gets gunned down at second. The catcher for Clovis can chunk it.
And we're losing our internet here. I got it. It's a long stretch.
So that'll bring up Williams.
No, it still has Zamora.
Zamora, and I thought she got hit there.
No, she almost did, but she didn't.
She did the reverse limbo. Bobbed and weaved and avoided that one.
Riley doesn't have good luck on second base, does she?
Yeah, she should stay away from second. Just skip it, run straight across the pitcher's circle over to third.
Yep.
Here comes the next pitch. It's driven down the third base line,
that's
and
a
it's
good
a
shot.
single, a nice one. And Zamora doing a really good job of hitting the ball here. What a shot there by Zamora.
Going for two. They won over shortstop. I'm going to go win this right towards third. Hit it hard and heavy, but nobody caught that.
Reminder, youth softball being put together by the Zamoras. We appreciate them. That's how you build a program. It's got to start somewhere. You got to start with that, so we appreciate them. So that'll bring up Peyton Williams. She had a line drive to center earlier on a flyout that was a well-hit ball, but a heck of a catch out there in center. So she's got a runner on first in Zamora that's got some wheels. And so stepping back in there is Williams. Here's the next pitch, and it is going to be low, and they're going to chunk it over to first. The catcher for Clovis
She likes to throw that ball around.
will chunk it down there.
Remember, keep these dates in mind. 4/14, 4/28 baseball and softball camps here in the Eunice.
Yep. Here's the next pitch. It's low and outside.
Oh, 3 balls.
For the ball. So 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Eunice with a 3-2 lead.
Give her the green
Zamora
light.
on first.
Give it the green light.
Williams in the, and she took that one all the way. She wasn't planning on swinging. Now they give her the green light with a 3-1 count. That was a good-looking pitch right down the middle, but
If
they
she
had
can
the
hit the
red.
ball, man, I would have let you just hit it.
They had the red light on her, and here comes the next one. Oh, and that one's high. Going to be ball 4, so Williams takes the walk, and so now we'll have runners at first and second.
We have young Pierce, right, coming up the bat?
Yep. This is Bella Pierce.
Bella Pierce.
So Bella Pierce with a single, her last at bat. And she's in there ready. Here comes the next pitch. It's high and outside for ball number 1.
I think if she throws her strike, she's going to crush it, I believe.
Runners at first and second. Pierce in that right-handed batter's box. 1 out. Here comes the pitch, and it's low and inside for ball 2. Took Chloe to the doctor yesterday for her next checkup, and they said she's doing good and she's feeling good. And she said, "Can I start running?" And they said, "No, there's a foul ball."
She's ready to run, ain't she?
She's ready to run. It's driving her crazy that they're holding the reins on her so much. But that doctor told us, due to the amount of sutures that they had to put in that meniscus, that he wants at least 6 months before he's going to turn her loose to run. So she's setting it about 3 right now, so she's got about 3 more months to run. She's doing a lot of other stuff, squats and a lot of exercises, but not running yet. So here's the next pitch. It's driven over toward the short. Shortstop's going to make the catch, fire it back over to second, but Zamora gets there. So Pierce with a fly out, and we head back to the top of the lineup as Haley Jones steps up. Runners at first and second. Jones has hit it both times, either to the pitcher or to the second baseman.
So she's due for a good hit here.
Yep, needs one of them gappers. And she swipes that one over toward third, right to the third baseman. The third baseman scoops it up, steps on third, and so down goes Jones. And so at the end of 4, your score, Eunice 3, Clovis 2. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please at 2100
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. And your Lady Cardinals lead Clovis 3-2 here in the 5th.
Nice strike there.
And there's a good pitch by Stinson. This is Giselle Romero that is up to the plate. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and hit foul right back at me. It's like a 3D, one of them old Friday the 13th movies. Pick number 3, that's 10 strikeouts for Stinson.
She's doing a great job up there on the circle. That's number 10.
10 strikeouts. The batter here will be Adriana Silva. And so Silva steps in there ready to go. 3-2 is the score. That ball's driven over toward first baseman. Williams going to run up, and she's going to scoop it up. Williams says, not in my house. As she grabbed that one, and so that was a ball hit into foul territory. And
she made it look easy.
Yep.
That one's pushing it towards the fence. She has to fight the sun, come off, not step on the bag. So she did a beautiful job there.
Good play there by Williams. So Stinson back in the circle. Here comes the pitch to Soto, and she swings and misses for strike 1.
Stinson likes that outside corner as well, so this umpire's playing right into her favor.
So Stinson back, kicks, fires this ball toward home, and it's strike 2.
Has some heat on that, too.
Soto swings and misses at that one, so it's 0-2 to Soto. We've got 2 outs here in the 4th, right?
Yes, sir. Bottom of the 4th again.
Here's the next pitch. Swung on, driven toward short.
Look at that.
Jones scoops it up, flips it over to second, and down goes Clovis in that inning as Jones takes care of business as she throws it over to Williams. And as we move into the bottom of the 5th.
I'm going to say yes, sir.
All right. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
Welcome back to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. Here as your Eunice Lady Cardinals lead Clovis 3-2. And leading off here in the bottom of the 5th for the Lady Cardinals will be Melanie Nieto.
I believe this is the second inning in a row she leads off, huh?
Yeah, sounds good.
I hope the batting orange line are doing it correctly in there. If not,
Nieto ready. That first pitch from Cushing is outside.
Strike.
Oh, no, golly. That was,
yes.
That was halfway through the other batter's box.
Did you see Nieto look back at her?
Yeah. So, man, he likes them outside. And that
nice
ball's
shot.
driven over toward left field. It's high, and they're going to make the catch. So what a catch out there in left by Clovis. As Nieto really got a hold of that one. She hit it high, and it was out toward the warning track. So well-hit ball there. And that'll bring up Kelly Stinson. Stinson's got a ground out and a fly out in her first 2 at-bats. This will be bat number 3 for her. The young lady's got 10 Ks in the circle so far.
Oh, doesn't call that a strike because that was the exact same spot as earlier.
He called that one a ball. So
called it a ball.
1 ball, no strikes to the pitcher, Stinson. Cushing pitching for Clovis, and that one looked
pretty low, so we can call it a ball, yes.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
So 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Here's the next pitch, and that one's way high and outside.
That has to be a ball.
For ball number 3.
Yep.
So 3-0 to Stinson.
Give her the green light. She's going to throw strikes straight down the middle. Give her a green light.
Here comes the pitch. Swung
Oh, she did get the
on.
green light. She just missed it.
She took a
Man.
hack at that one.
Boy, she did, didn't she?
Yeah. Even Coach Kimple turned around and was making a motion like looking for the fence, like you were swinging for the fence on that one.
She would have got it, too, if she would have hit it.
3-1. Here comes the next pitch. It's driven into
There it is.
right
That's
center
dropping. That's
field.
dropping.
It's way back. It's off the wall. Stinson's going to turn and head for second. What a hit by Stinson. That was a well-hit ball by Kelly Stinson as she gets a nice double off the right center wall.
And that's perfect spot, too, man.
And that'll
Helping
bring
herself
up
here.
Liz Gaetan. Young lady's got a double and a single in her first 2 at-bats. So she's hit the ball well so far this game.
We have a courtesy runner on second base for Stinson, number 14.
14 was who went out there?
Yes, sir. That's El Garcia.
They're playing Mrs. Officer on the thingy.
That was your song, wasn't it? Wasn't that your theme song you got off the state trooper car?
No.
Woo, woo, woo. All that smoke coming up from behind the fire extinguisher going off. Jimmy get off on his black suit with that big tall hat.
Gaetan steps up there ready to go.
You laugh because it's true, brother.
Yeah, except without the song in the background.
Ooh, you had that little Billy Club up top.
They call that one a strike. I was low and outside. They call it a strike. So 0-1 is the count to Gaetan. Here comes the next pitch. It's in that same spot.
He calls that a delayed
Call
ball.
that
1-1. Huh?
So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1-1-1. Rock boogie, woogie, 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 woogie.
No, he only did 2-2-2-2.
Yeah, but I got my own, like, you know.
He's just coming up with stuff now. This is the Joneses 1-1-1. Woo,
He's got his.
Yours is woo, 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 woo.
So that was a ball, I'm assuming, there. So
Yes,
I
sir,
think
it
it's
was.
another one. That ball's driven over toward short. Short's going to scoop it up. Fires over toward first.
No.
And, man, almost getting gunned was our person who's standing on second. They get it over here. Look at Kimple's showing her the hands like, hey, look, don't go.
Stop. Go. Shots out number 2 for the Eunice Cardinals, with the runner still sitting on third.
And it'll bring up Michaela Pierce, runner's on second.
Oh, I said third, huh? Should have been
That's
second.
all right. Pierce steps in there ready to go. They drive that one right through the on-deck circle, almost knocked out Dillard. And it rolls all the way down the fence line over there. Man, I guess that must have been that side of Dillard. But from my angle, it looked like it was about to
I
whack
thought it went
her.
in the dugout, too.
Yeah, it went all the way down the fence line out to the way out there. The center of the left fielder threw it in. So Pierce back in there ready. Drives that one foul. So that's 2 straight foul balls for Pierce here on the first 2 pitches. It's 0-2 is the count. 3-2 is the score. We got 2 outs here. Pierce going to step back in there. She's got a walk and a ground out. And here's the pitch, and she wanted it, boy. She almost jumped on it, and it was a foot over her
Yeah,
head.
it was high.
So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Michaela Pierce. She chokes up on that bat, and here she goes. Here's the next pitch, and it's high and outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Woogie, 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 woogie. Waka, boogie, hoogie. Got a. And that ball's swung on. It's missed for strike 3, but Pierce is going to make it. And so the ball was missed by the catcher. And Pierce is going to easily get to first.
And the runner advances from second to third. So we got runners on the corners here.
So 2 outs here, runners at first and third. And here comes the left-hander, Riley Dillard. She's got a walk and a single. And she's playing that Superman song.
That's Charlie's song.
And so here goes the first pitch, and it is in there, and they're going to try to throw him down. In
What in the world was that?
They did the little fake deal where the short comes running in, and they just throw it to her to try to get our runner to go. So that was
Didn't work, huh?
Yeah, our person on third's still chilling, so that was a good thing.
That was ball number 2 here.
Yep. 2 balls, no strikes here in a 2-out game. 3-2 is the score. We're in the bottom of the 5th. That ball's driven toward short. Short's going to run in, scoop it up, fires it over, and that shortstop's tough as nails.
Yes,
and down go the Lady Cardinals. It's 3-2. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Lobo Trucking has been in business now for 20 years and wants to give thanks to you and their hardworking and dedicated employees. Lobo Trucking takes great pride in developing a highly trained, motivated, and professional workforce. Lobo Trucking can safely and efficiently meet any fluid management needs, and Lobo Trucking is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Lobo Trucking salutes all the hardworking coaches, teachers, and students. Keep up the good job.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinals softball here, brought to you by Lobo Trucking, Redbird Garage, Devon Energy, Guns Up Services, NMR Pipeline, Redbird Gas, Parker Energy Services, Eunice Health Clinic, the City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Pump and Supply, Cardinal Hardware, BTH Services and Rental, and Eunice Wrecker and Rental. We appreciate you. Couldn't do it without you. The Lady Cards lead Clovis here 3-2 as we move into the top of the sixth. And that'll bring up number seven, which is Soto. Young lady's got a strikeout and 2 ground outs in her first 3 at-bats here today, and she takes ball 1. Here comes the next pitch from Stinson. A swing on and miss. So
1-1. She didn't know what to do on that inside pitch, huh?
Yeah, it was kind of a strange-looking swing there for sure. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch, swung on and missed.
Beautiful.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stinson, man, she's throwing that ball tonight or today. Sit her down right here and do a changeup.
So Stinson back in there, and that one's high and outside.
She just smiles behind that mask. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't mean to do that.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in a 3-2 game. Here comes the next pitch. It's down the middle, fouled off. Back over.
Barely made it over the net.
Yep.
I'll send that ball back in, get a free lollipop.
Yep, somewhere else.
Go at the pawn shop.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. It's driven high and foul.
Same spot. And that one just clears the field out here, too. Umpires running out of balls here.
Yep.
Oh, they got him some more out there.
There's one sitting here when we got here a while ago. I stuck it over there somewhere. So Stinson back in the circle, ready to go. We got a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's low and inside. So we got a full count here. 3-2 is the count. 3-2 is also the score. The Lady Cardinals with a 3-2 lead here over Clovis. Here's the pitch. Swung on and driven into shallow center. Coming up is Pierce, and she's going to make a basket catch on the run. What a catch by Michaela Pierce.
For out number 1, she ran a long ways to get there, too.
Yep.
I have no idea.
I believe it's the pitcher, Madison Cushing. So Cushing heads up to the plate. She's a lefty. In there, she struck out twice here today, and she steps in there ready. She swings on that one, hits it foul right back over the top of the bleachers. Everybody's looking to see who's going to end up with a lump on their head.
That stayed in play. Hopefully there's no kids out there running around. So I think that probably has 1 more ball. After that, if that goes foul ball, the game is over.
So Cushing steps back in there ready to go. We got a 0-1 count. Here comes the pitch. Driven into right field, stepping back is Williams, and she scoops it from that first base spot. I thought it was going to get over her head, but she did a really good job.
So Mora fell out there at shortstop. She was running towards her, and she just fell forward. I don't know why.
Did the scorpion for no reason, huh?
She was laughing.
So Cordova comes to the plate. Young lady's got a walk and a ground out here today. Steps in there ready. Stinson kicks, fires right down the middle for strike pitch. 1.
Charlie. Go to bed, Charlie, already.
We need him for our app.
We'll go appless this next game. Oh, shot towards Jones.
Drive over toward Jones. Jones going to scoop it up, throws it over to first. And what a play. Jones to Williams. And we'll move out of the 6th as we move into the bottom of the 6th. Eunice leads 3-2.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal softball here, as the Lady Cardinals are hosting Clovis. And this is a varsity game. I'm looking at it here. Clovis, after this game, we've got the doubleheader tonight. They've got Portales, Carlsbad, Hobbs, Roswell, Carlsbad, Hobbs, and Roswell to finish the season after this game here with Eunice. So.
We got Zamora up there.
Zamora comes up jumping around to some SpongeBob SquarePants, and she is ready to go. Zamora steps in there ready. Here's the first pitch, and it is...
That's a strike.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean, he even says I'll strike when it's about 4 feet off the plate. So.
Really? Wow. So, anyway, I'm still dumbfounded, but
the count
is
is
what
1-1.
it is.
One ball,
one strike. Zamora has singled both at bats. One of them, she reached second on an error, but she steps back in there ready to go. Drives that one over towards short. That shortstop has been solid, and she fires that one out. And so
good job by a step there.
Yeah, that shortstop and this catcher both
are real deal.
solid players. I mean, you can just – that shortstop, when she comes up and scoops it, she just has the look like nothing and just slings it over there. Same way with this catcher. So Peyton Williams comes up next. She's got a fly out and a walk. Here comes the first pitch. It's low and outside.
That's a ball. He didn't call it a strike, huh?
Yeah.
That's pretty close to the last one, wasn't it?
So one ball, no strikes here to Williams, and that one is right down that inside corner for ball. So ball two. 2 balls, no strikes.
Huh.
Man, I'm confused at the strike zones, all I can say. Here comes the next pitch. That one's driven hard towards center, and the center almost had it.
She's
caught,
going for 2.
and she turns and runs. She's going to dive in there like
first.
Pete Rose, and she is safe, and she's going to call a timeout. And
taking her a while to get up.
She's slow getting up, diving in there like Pete Rose.
Taking like 15 seconds to get back up. She's like, I should have done that.
Yes.
Even the ref's up laughing at her.
So a double by Williams.
The umpire, not the ref.
And that'll bring up Bella Pierce. Bella Pierce with a single and a fly out, and she's in there ready. Williams on second, and Pierce drives that one foul off the knuckles.
That's way inside.
Way. So 0-1 is the count. Here's the next pitch. It's right down that outside corner. Must have been low.
It must have been something. I'll tell you what it was in the strike.
1 ball, 1 strike,
Oh,
1 out.
1-1.
Rock boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie. I don't know if you do that when it's 2-2-2 or 1-1-1, but woo. Here comes the next pitch. It's right down the middle, and they're messing with Williams at second.
Or is Whitney's messing with them?
Well, I think Williams trying to mess with them, but those 2 players right there are probably not the 2 I'd be messing with.
No, I agree with you on that one.
And the catcher and the shortstop are the real deal for Clovis.
Or if that shortstop pitches.
I don't know. She's got a
Let's
cannon.
hope she don't, because if she's throwing pitches like she throws the first, we're in trouble. There it is, strike.
Oh, wow. He called a strike 3 there on the outside edge. And so down goes Pierce on the strikeout.
That brings it to Jones.
So Haley Jones comes up. Young lady has ground out all 3 at bats here today. She steps in there ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing on and miss for strike number 1.
She wanted that one.
She did. She has a big swing.
But it's one of those things is on the outside corner. If she want to swing, it was a strike anyway. So.
So Jones is in there ready. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. She check swinged
There you
foul.
go. Check swung.
So now you got an 0-2 count here to Jones. 2 outs in a 3-2 ball game.
We left a lot of runners stranded on
Yes,
second
we
base
have.
this game.
So Jones is in there ready. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh,
inside.
inside.
It's a 1-1 strike, and Williams is trying to mess with him.
That was a close one, man. I thought that was a strike. So here we go.
So here comes the next pitch.
Oh, straight down the middle.
Right down the pipe, and I'm assuming they called that one low. So that I believe that's going to be 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rock boogie, oogie, oogie, oogie. Wee, wee, wee. Here comes the next pitch. Swung on and driven
Beautiful
up the
hit.
middle.
Oh,
It's
to
going
the
to get in
fence.
the gap.
Oh.
The center fielder cut it off and held Jones at first, but it's an RBI single.
She didn't touch home.
She
There
did
she goes.
now.
Yeah.
So an RBI single
We'll
for
take that.
Jones.
Finally got one through, huh?
That's right. It was that song that I did. The woo, woo, woo.
There it is. You got to
So
do it
that
every time
brings
now.
up Nieto. Nieto heads to the plate, runner at first, and she drives that one foul over toward the back side of the cafeteria.
Kids are going to have fun tomorrow at the playground.
Yep.
Breaking windows at the school softball, so you find it in the parking lot.
Won't be any different than all them rocks that we have in the flower beds.
That's true.
Here's that next pitch. It's driven foul right back over toward us.
Tortoise.
Toward us like a turtle.
The score is 4-2. Eunice leads here 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning here.
And it's 0-2 is the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here comes the pitch. It's low.
Jones is going.
Jones is going to try to take off, and she's going to get there. The catcher misplayed that ball. It skipped down the first base line.
Yeah, she threw it over towards first base.
and
Towards
then
second,
she threw it, like
Away.
halfway between, just as I was bragging on her. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Haley Jones now in scoring position. Nieto at the plate. Drives that one foul. Nieto, her last at bat, hit a shot over toward left center field. It was back to about the warning track, and that thing looked like it was above the lights before
Stayed
it came
in bounds,
down and stayed in out there with that wind blowing right at her, basically. Steps in there ready. Here's the next pitch. It's chopper over toward short. That shortstop's been solid. She throws it over to first, and down she goes.
Not after we score 1 run.
We did get 1 on the board. It's 4-2. Your Lady Cardinals lead here as we move into the 7th.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here in a 4-2 game. The Lady Cardinals of Eunice leading the Lady Wildcats of Clovis. And I looked this game up on Max Preps, and this does show a varsity matchup on both ends. The Lady Wildcats have struggled this season as far as overall record. I think they're 2-6, but they're playing the who's who of the top schools in the state. So the Lady Cardinals doing a fantastic job here today. They lead 4-2, and I believe, if my math is correct, if we can get 3 outs right here, the game would be over, and the Lady Cardinals would win game 1 here against Clovis. Be a big win for the Lady Cards.
Yes, it would be a big win. They come out here done pretty good on this cold day.
Yeah, that wind.
Cold, sunny day.
I look out there at all those poor souls sitting in the bleachers with red cheeks and whatnot, wrapped up in blankets. And
Well, you don't feel too bad. You're pretty nice, cozy, warm. No internet place.
so stepping up will be the leadoff batter for Clovis, Brooke Renteria. And she drives that one deep towards center. It's way back and making the catch is Pierce. And that was a nice catch there by Pierce.
She had to pedal back a long ways to get there, too.
Yes.
I thought it was over her head.
Yeah, it scared me when it
recovered
came
very
off
well.
the bat. That wind is kind of blowing in.
Kind of hood the ball up.
Andrea Chavez comes up. Young lady's got a double, a strikeout, and a single in her first 3 at-bats, and she takes that one right down the middle for strike 1. So stepping back in there is Chavez. Kelly Stinson pitching, throws that one down the middle, and it's fouled back for strike 2.
Stays in play here, so we save a ball there.
So 0-2 to Chavez from Stinson. Stinson in the circle. Kicks, fires this one toward home. It's driven foul down the third base line. Count remains 0-2. Stinson doing a good job so far. Young lady's got 10 strikeouts here so far in this ball game.
She's done very well this game.
Back in there ready. She kicks, rocks, and fires, and it's driven right back to her. She's going to step up, scoop it up, throws it over to first, and down they go on the ground out. And so 2 away here. The Lady Cardinals 1 out away from a huge win against a big 5-6A school. So Sophie Roberts comes up. Young lady has struck out every time today.
Is that a strike?
She takes ball 1.
Hoping it would be.
So Stinson been firing them from in the circle. They need one here. Here comes the next pitch.
Oh, they even need the girl caller out there. They said, woo!
Yep, and they call that one, I'm assuming,
ball.
outside.
Yes, sir, it was a ball.
He usually likes them outside. So here comes the next pitch. It's 0-2 or 2-0.
Oh, we can't walk her. If she struck out 3 times, just give it straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Let's swing. Their defense is doing real good tonight.
3 straight pitches on that outside edge, all called balls. The last one was definitely a ball, but 3-0 is the count. Swung on.
They gave her the green light on that after striking out 3 times? Oh.
So 3-1 is the count. 2 outs here.
Throw it to her again.
To Roberts.
Straight down the middle.
Down the pipe. Swung on, driven towards short.
Wow,
what a scoop by Zamora, and she flips it over to first. What a play by Zamora as she gets the runner, and I believe that's going to do it. I want to look here and make sure.
I believe you're right.
But I believe that'll be the end of game number 1. It is.
Yes.
And your Lady Cardinals take down Clovis here 4-2. What a game by the Lady Cardinals. So with that said, we'll have a doubleheader. They'll go sit around, take a little break. When they get ready to go again, we will jump back on here. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Lee County Athletics.
Eunice has a friendly small-town atmosphere, great schools and churches, and a low cost of living. The entire community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. The Eunice Department of Motor Vehicles' new office hours are Monday through Thursday, 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m., and Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. No testing on Friday. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities. The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership, skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals!
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company leading in performance gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Parker Energy Services have been servicing the community for over garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice, and meet the new owners Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1. Lobo Trucking has been in business now for 20 years and wants to give thanks to you and their hardworking and dedicated employees. Lobo Trucking takes great pride in developing a highly trained, motivated, and professional workforce. Lobo Trucking can safely and efficiently meet any fluid management needs, and Lobo Trucking is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Lobo Trucking salutes all the hardworking coaches, teachers, and students. Keep up the good job.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals!
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinals softball here as we are getting ready to start game number 2 of this doubleheader. The Lady Cards won the first one 4-2, and we are starting the second ball game here. And so leading off for Clovis is Brooke Renteria. And Michaela Pierce is in the circle for Eunice.
And we got Williams behind the plate.
Yeah, definitely some changes here as we've moved into game number 2.
Swing and a miss, foul ball. Making it count number 2. 2 strikes. Well, 1 strike, 1 ball. I thought we called the strike a minute ago. I guess I was wrong.
I am trying to get these lineup changes as they did make several changes down. So
ball number 2. For the Eunice team, they made quite a bit of change-ups, huh?
Yeah, there's changes on both sides as far as the lineups and whatnot.
Oh, swing and a miss, foul ball, or swing and a foul ball for strike number 2. 2 strikes, 1 ball. No outs here in the top of the first for the second game as Eunice is playing Clovis in Eunice here. A little overcast out there with that sun going down. Hitting Jimmy right in the eyes.
Yeah, not much overcast. It's
foul
just
ball.
Straight sun to the grill.
Right in that part here. Here's that part here.
All right, so this is Renteria. She was one of their better batters in the first game. So we'll see how this goes. And that ball's going to be low and inside for ball 2. So we got a 2-ball, 2-strike, no out on the board. Once again, a reminder, the Zamoras are trying to put together a youth softball program here, get it going. Now, if you'd like information on that, get with the Zamoras or with the baseball program.
And they're also having a camp the 14th of this month and the 28th of this month for baseball and softball.
That's right. So we appreciate them and all that they do. That'd be big if they could get something like that going. It's what you've got to do if you want to be competitive. There's a drive into right center field, running, getting there. What a catch there by the right fielder. I can't tell who that is.
I can't tell neither, but
she's out there in the little shaded spot.
You can't even see her number through that fence. She did a beautiful job running a long ways to get that.
I believe that's Lexi Garcia.
She did a nice job going a long ways and getting that ball.
What a catch out there for sure. So
fighting the wind, too.
Yeah, and the sun and everything else. There's a foul driven down the third base line by Andrea Chavez.
She made it look easy, too, didn't she? Coming all that way over here.
Yeah. When that ball came off the bat, I thought it was going to the fence in the gap, and she got there. There's a swing
nice
and a miss for strike 2.
Nice little pitch there.
So 0-2 here to Chavez. We got 1 out. We're in the top of the first. Is that Charlie?
No, it's
I thought it was Charlie there for a minute. There's a big swing and a miss, but the ball goes to the backstop, and the runner's going to beat him out.
Why you got to be picking on people?
So that was
Why
Pierce.
you got to do that to me? Why can't you behave for it? It's just one game.
So that'll bring up Sierra Rodriguez. Sierra Rodriguez steps up there, ready to go. Here comes the pitch. It's outside for ball number 1.
He called you Charlie because the other guy that works with us, He coughs like that sometimes. Just kind of let you know. He's not picking on you. He's picking on Charlie. We miss you, Charlie, wherever you're at.
Because we know Charlie's listening. There's a drive over behind first base into shallow right.
That's a foul
it's
ball.
It's going to be foul. When I lean forward to where I can see the field, then the sun hits me right in the face, and I can't see anything. So I'm limited on what I can see right now. That sun is rough.
And you don't have his glasses on, so we have real limitation on his vision.
Yeah, that's true too.
And we only have 3 lights on.
Got a double whammy.
Oh.
We missing a light?
Yes, sir. I'm going to put this black box out there again.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if I should, but I'm going for it.
All right, here comes the next pitch. High for ball number 2. 2-0 is the count.
The crowd gets very quiet. Because this person keeps hitting the fence.
And there's a drive foul.
Out of play.
Yep.
It seems like everybody's behind on the ball here, hitting it over here on the opposite side.
Yeah, I concur.
Up. As soon as you get that green light, I'll bring it back in.
So 2-0. That pitch was high.
Oh, Williams throws over the first.
Yeah.
She's a little confident behind there, huh?
Is that Stinson on first?
Yes, sir, that is Stinson.
Wow. Yeah, definitely some changes here in the field.
Yeah, we got Stinson on first, Jones on second, Zamora on short, and is that Lizzie on third?
I believe so. Oh, well, they're going to try.
Oh, it's close.
Man, they tried to turn 2, and they got the lead runner, did the Lady Cardinals. So that'll be 2 outs. Yeah.
Did you see that takes Charlie sent that little
emoji? Yeah. So that'll bring up Romero as Giselle comes in here ready. Michaela Pierce in the circle for the Cardinals. Swings that one just a little bit high. Runner on first for Clovis here in the top of the first. The Lady Cards won game 1, 4-2, and we are in game number 2.
We have 3 lights.
That ball comes off the glove of Williams, and that'll be ball 2.
She's very full of energy behind her. She has a long game. Calm down a little bit, huh? You're tired.
As long as you don't get tired, you can bounce all you want back there.
She threw the ball back like that, huh?
So 3-0 here as Pierce is in the circle. Got behind in the count here a little bit. Here's that next pitch, and it's oof, man, last time that would have been a
strike 3.
Yeah, for sure. Well, a strike anyway. So runners now at first and second. And
this is their shortstop, right?
Adriana Silva playing that 5 spot. Here comes the pitch. High for ball 1.
I got a text that says, once Jimmy starts to behave, that's when we need to start to worry.
That's probably true.
That's from the station, okay?
That's probably true.
You check your pulse.
Yeah.
So ball.
Man, I thought that one was good too, and that.
It was good, but not good enough for the umpire, I guess.
Not this one. Not this ump. Last ump, that was a good one.
That would.
So Silva steps back in there. Here's the pitch from Pierce. It's driven into left field. Left fielder going to scoop it up and throw it toward third, and good job out there in left. I believe that's Riley out there in left.
Yes, so you are correct.
So she did a good job coming up, catching that one on the scoop, and then throwing it to third to keep a run from scoring. Now the bases are loaded, and Roberts will be up.
She's the one that struck out every time last game, right?
That probably is correct. Let's see. Roberts, yes. She had a ground out and 3 strikeouts in the last game.
So this is what we need our third out here. Keep from scoring. Keep from scoring. Oh, there it is. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. We're in the top of the first. This game just got going between Clovis varsity and Eunice varsity.
Eunice won the first game of this doubleheader.
4-2.
Ooh, beautiful pitch.
Man, that was right down the middle.
I was kind of hesitant he was going to call that a strike. Were you?
Yep.
I was like,
1 ball, 2 strikes here. I think we probably need this pitch to be a ball, but just so we can get into the boogie. But it's swung on. It's hit over to second. Jones picks it up, runs over, steps on second, gets the out. And that'll do it as she made the right play there. And so as we head into the bottom of the first, the Lady Cards and Clovis knotted up at 0. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that, and so did everybody in the stadium because they're all eyeballing us.
And my head was sticking out the window. I did not do that. I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't play it again.
Yeah, Haley Jones heads up to the plate. and what was crazy is
a foul ball.
Is it said it twice.
Yes, very loud and aggressive. Do not play that again, young man.
Yeah, I kind of said the same thing when that happened.
I had my head out like if I was screaming and I was just picking stuff up that almost fell.
So,
she's blushing. She's blushing over here. It's okay.
Here comes the next pitch. It's driven over into a shallow right. It's going to get there, and Jones with the single gets on base here. And so she hit it right over the second baseman's head. The second baseman stretched, trying to get it, couldn't get to it, and so Jones stands on first.
That second baseman was saying what that song was saying.
Yeah, that's right. I was saying it too. So Pierce steps up there now, batting in that 2 spot today. Stenson in the on-deck circle.
Somebody's going to be running laps tomorrow.
She'll really be coughing up a lung tomorrow after all that running they'll ever do. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2. On the hill here for Clovis is Kira Nowak. And she's definitely bringing some heat behind it. And then Pierce is going to get hit. Did that not hit her?
No, it did not hit her. She moved out of the way.
I thought it got her.
But the catcher misses the ball, and the Jones advances to second.
Yeah, so Jones with the stolen base. Pierce with a 1-ball, 2-strike count, 1-2.
And Jones was dancing on second base. You see her?
Yeah. Yeah, she gets that from me. That ball's driven foul because I'm a dancer.
The dancing part?
That's right.
I said because she's a little faster than you are.
I'm at all them quinces dancing.
With them ropers on?
That's right. That's right.
Them ostrich boots.
And the curved toe ones. Give her some of them pointed curved toe boots.
You going to say something else, weren't you? Yeah, I know you were.
Oh, man, that one's head high up over the pitcher. Pitcher running in, getting to it, and she does. And so Pierce goes down on the fly out.
For out number 1.
That'll bring up Kelly Stenson. Young lady that pitched in the last game, had 10 Ks in that last game and got the win. And so she's playing first base here in this game. She steps in there ready to go. Here's the first pitch. It's called a strike. So 0-1 is the count to Stenson.
And I'm probably like some low and inside so far.
And Stenson's knees are a little higher than the average knees, so she's looking at that like, what? Oh, and that. Oh, I thought it got her, but it didn't. You know, from my angle where I'm at, when those ones are real inside like that, and then it disappears behind the ump. So I'm like, did I get her?
Nice. It just slides back a little bit.
1-ball, 1 strike. Here's the next pitch, and it's way low.
Hit the ground, didn't it?
Yeah.
It looked like it did, huh?
2 balls, 1 strike here on that one. And so Stenson steps back in there.
And we lost another light.
Oh, yeah, and that one's fouled off by Stenson.
I don't know if I'll put it out there, they'll hit that fence and it's going to fall again. I got to do what I got to do.
So stepping back in there is Stenson with a 2-2 count. We don't have 2 outs, but that one's driven down the right field line.
Oh, it's going to be fair ball. Oh, it hit the line.
Oh, man.
It hit the line. It's close. Say something, Pierce.
Man.
He wants to. I thought that hit the line.
Man, that looked good from up here in the booth.
It looked
but
great from my point of view.
We're not down there standing on the line, so we'll.
But I got 20/20 vision, dude.
I 2500 vision, I think, or 520, whichever's worse. Oh, and I think she got hit there.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Man,
it's close.
She was bobbing and weaving.
She might as well get hit, man.
So we got a full count here as she was doing the high stepping.
Now we got 3 lights. We got to leave that baby out there as long as we don't knock it down.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's driven towards center field, curving over to the right. The center fielder scoops it, got it like a snow cone. And Stinson goes down on the fly out.
Wow, that's a good hit, too.
So that'll be 2 outs here as Pierce and Stinson both go down on the fly out, and Lizzie Gaetan will come to the plate.
Let's listen to the music. No music?
No, it's not playing. It's YouTube.
That's good.
And that ball's high for ball number 1.
In a minute, I'm going to go out there see if I can tie that off out there somewhere. If we have something in the box. If not, I'll take somebody's shoestring.
There's a swing and a miss for strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
You got like, woo, woo. I like that one better.
And stepping in there, she's ready to go is Lizzie. Nowak on in the circle. They foul that one off. Does
foul the ball. Count remains the same, 1-1-1. And 0-0 still, huh? And it's getting colder out there, buddy.
Yeah, I feel that cold air blowing in here on us. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Gaetan steps back in there ready. Here comes the pitch. It's inside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. It's 2-2-2. We got a rock bag. Woo, 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 woo. That's our.
That's your theme song. You got.
Yeah, we got to do that, and it's driven foul. Yeah, we got to do that. That's one of those.
Superstitious
things.
things.
Superstitious deals for baseball. So we're making our own up.
For softball.
Heath
Dean,
Dean,
softball has a lot of cheers, so we got to come up with our own, too.
Heath Dean and Jared Gladden ain't the only ones that can make up little superstitious.
They're not that special, huh?
Yeah, we can do our own. Woo, woo, woo. 2-2-2. Here comes the pitch, and it's high for ball 3.
You were shooting, woo, woo, bang, bang.
So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the first inning. So the runner will be going, I would guess. Here comes the pitch, and it's low and inside. And the runner was going as well, so that'll walk Lizzie Gaetan over to first. And Peyton Williams, our catcher in this game, heads to the plate with the runners on the corners and 2 outs. 2 outs here in this inning.
We need a nice base hit here so we can bring one home.
What we
Get
need
on the board first, man.
Is a nice, warm
cup of coffee?
Yeah, that too. Here comes the pitch.
Ooh.
Right down the middle for strike 1.
Some coffee and empanada sounds good right now, bro.
Oh, man.
A pumpkin one.
My wife and I were in OJ.
This past weekend?
Yeah, Saturday. No, we were there Friday. Friday or Saturday. Anyway, and those little, oh, man, it's close. Man, these people are going to learn. They better be careful leading off with this catcher because she's got a cannon. Anyway, the little girls bring you out those little, little empanadas or whatever with the fruit and stuff in them. Oh, my goodness.
How many of those do you eat?
Oh, man, a bunch. Not healthy, but, man, they were good.
Man, you want, what was that? Easter break. You can eat whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we went and got us some street tacos on the El Pastor with the big stuff. They just shave it off. Oh, my gosh.
With the pineapple?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's hungry. And Elizabeth goes for second. She gone. She gets her standing up with the stolen base there.
So runners at second and third now with 2 outs. 2 outs here in the first inning. And we've got the rock boogie, oogie, oogie, wee, wee, wee. 2-2-2. Here's the pitch. Oh, man, that was a close one.
That was a strike early in his bat.
The pitcher was smiling like, what the heck? So now we got 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Runners are going to be on the boogie. Here comes the pitch. It's swung and driven toward left field. It's way back. It's off the fence. Making the turn, headed for second is Williams. Man, and she cleared the bases.
Boy, I thought it was a home run, man.
She gets a 2 RBI double. So Williams delivering. And what are they talking about now? The ump went out and said something, pointing out there at second.
She probably hit the ball too hard. Who knows?
Yeah, so a 2 out double and 2 RBIs right there. And now Zamora heads to the plate. Here's the pitch. Zamora going to pop it up right over the catcher, and the
What
catcher's
luck.
going to make the catch, and down goes Zamora on the fly out. And so as we move into the second, the Lady Cards put 2 runs on the board. They lead over Clovis 2-0.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
And Clovis will be headed to the plate. The batter here, I believe, is going to be Cordova. And so Cordova heads up to the plate, ready to go. Michaela Pierce in the circle, pitching for Eunice.
Up to bat,
Gianna Cordova is up there ready to go. Steps in there. Here comes the pitch. It's swung on, hit right toward third. And Gaetan with an amazing circus catch over there down the third base line. Is about the time that ball hit the bat, it hit Gaetan's glove.
Literally.
And
She's
then
like, what
she
was this?
bobbled it around a few times and pulled it in. So that'll bring up Kiara Nowak.
Girls are doing great out there, huh?
Man, look like a softball team. That first pitch is low and outside for ball 1. Yeah, these young ladies have played so far here for sure. So Pierce going to rear back and throw this one. It's driven
that's a
right
fair
down the
ball, too.
line, and it is fair. It went right down the third base line, making the
1-3.
turn, headed for second. And Eunice going to get it back in to hold her at 2. But what a shot there by Nowak, the pitcher, as she got a double for Clovis.
Yeah, that was a little too hard for Lizzie to get over there on third.
Amor Soto comes to the plate. She's the number 9 batter for this Clovis team. No outs, got a runner on second.
That should be a strike.
That
It
first
sure
pitch is in there for strike 1. Another one of them delayed calls.
Shut up, Charlie.
Here comes the next pitch from Pierce, and it's high and outside for ball 2. So 2-0.
I got that out there, so hopefully it don't fall off.
Yeah, I saw you got it kind of propped up out there.
Some Southern engineering at the best.
Yep.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, and
That was towards short. That was like a no-look throw to third.
the runner was heading toward third, and then mid-run turned around and went back to second. And luckily for the Cardinals, as the ball throwing down went to shortstop.
And she was waiting for it, oddly.
Yep. So here comes Pierce with the pitch. It's hit over toward third. Gaetan scoops it up, look the runner back, and then they throw it over. And here comes the ball going the other way. They throw it into the left field, and they're going to score on the error from the Lady Cardinals.
There's a lot of action there
Yes, I
going on there. A
concur.
lot of people in the one spot. It got too congested, and I mean, something like that, you can't do nothing with it.
So 2-1 is now the score. As the Clovis lineup, we move back to the top of their lineup. Brooke Renteria is up. And that first pitch is on that outside corner
Well,
for strike number 1. And that's back in that area that the last ump liked them.
And Williams does a beautiful job framing that ball, too, wherever it comes in. Watch.
So Williams
She sells
back
the
in there
pitch.
ready. Here comes the pitch, driven down the third base line, scooped up by Gaetan, thrown off the ground, and Stinson,
She had to come off the bag to get that. She kept the ball in front of her, but she didn't catch the ball cleanly. So the runner is what? It's safe at first, right?
Yeah, it scooped off the ground. She tried to backhand it, but it come out of her glove.
That's an error on first base.
I don't know. I don't know who you give it there to. It was a
We'll
one hop throw that was a little low, but the first baseman, it went in the glove, came out. I guess you could give it either way. So runner now at first, 1 out. 2-1 is the score, and up is Chavez. Chavez' first pitch is high for ball 1.
All that hard work, and we got 2 lights.
2?
Mm-hmm. There he goes. There's the third one. Just tapping it with the work.
Tap it in. Here's the next pitch.
Oh, call that a strike?
Oof. I thought he was going to. I was waiting on that delayed call. We didn't get it.
Didn't get it on that one, did we, boys?
1 ball, no strikes here. 1 out. Here's the pitch, low and inside, and the runner's going to steal.
We just wanted to throw that to second so bad.
Yeah.
So that's ball number 2 or 3? 2.
So 2 balls, no strikes here. 1 out. Runner at second. And here comes the pitch. That one looked pretty good. It is.
Strike.
So Chavez now with a 2-1 count. 1 out here in a 2-1 ball game. Pierce with the pitch outside for ball number 4. And so headed over.
This was up the bat.
Is Sierra Rodriguez. Yep, Romero is next after Rodriguez.
Oh, a little delay still. Ooh, got her.
Ooh, it was close.
No,
It was close, but they called her safe. So, a little delayed steal from second to third. So now Clovis with runners on the corners and Rodriguez at the plate.
Clovis playing a little bit more aggressive today, or this second game.
Yeah, and there goes the runner headed for second. And Williams going to throw it back to the pitcher, which is a smart play. She thought about throwing it to third.
I concur. 100% on that one, Mr. Jones.
So Pierce back in the circle, ready. She takes a look at her catcher. Now she's going to kick and fire it. It's fouled off for strike 2.
It hit Williams in the chest. She's grabbing her chest. You see her?
Yeah.
She said, ow.
So I believe that's 0-2. It's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. 1 out. So Williams is ready. She's going to settle back in behind home plate. Sierra Rodriguez batting for Clovis. Here's the pitch. It swung on, hit over into shallow right field. On the run was Garcia trying to scoop it, couldn't. 2 runs are going to score. And a 2 RBI single for Rodriguez gives Clovis the lead.
3-2 here in the top of the second.
It's now 3-2. Clovis takes the lead. 1 out here. And up is Giselle Romero.
Good pitch. Strike 1 on the outside corner here. Should we turn the light on, or are you good?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all right now. All right, here comes the next pitch from Pierce. It's inside. That ball's driven down the first base line, foul. Yeah,
or strike number 2, right?
When that wind blows through here, it is a cold one.
There's still some fans out here with these Lady Cards.
1 ball, 2 strikes, yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of parents sitting up in those bleachers. Bunch of parents and family members. Here comes the next pitch. Driven towards center field.
Oh, he gets underneath
Good catch there in center. And so that'll get the Lady Cardinals out of the top portion of the second. We move to the bottom of the second. The Lady Cards trail Clovis 3-2.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice. The proud owners of Eunice Wrecker and Rental offer professional and reliable 24-hour roadside services in Lee County. Light to medium duty towing and recovery, fuel deliveries, jump starts, lockouts, and tire changes. They also haul off unwanted vehicles to help clean up your property. Eunice Wrecker and Rental have over 20 years of experience. They are fully licensed and insured. Call 575-394-HOOK. That's 575-394-4665. Eunice Wrecker and Rental are located at 44 North New Mexico Highway 248, Eunice, New Mexico, mile marker 1.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal softball here as your Lady Cardinals are hosting the Clovis Lady Wildcats. Eunice won game 1 of this doubleheader 4-2, and we are in game 2. We're in the bottom of the second. The Lady Cards trail Clovis 3-2, and heading up to the plate will be number 8, Leva.
That's a nice little chill song, huh?
Yep.
I think she's the one that's playing center field, correct? She's the one made that last out.
I don't have my glasses on. I can't see nothing.
Nothing wrong. That should be a ball. He called it a strike.
Strike one.
Imagine that, Charlie said.
So 0-1 here to Leva. Here comes the next pitch. It's high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
No outs. Here in the top of the third or the bottom of the second? I think we're the bottom of the second, huh?
Oh, yeah, we're in the bottom of the second. Yep. Yep, in the bottom of the second. There's the drive foul.
I was looking at those clouds. Though. He seems like a mountain on it.
Yeah, earlier I saw that, and I was like, what is that? And then I figured out it was a cloud. It does look like a mountain.
Yeah, so the earth is flat.
Back over there behind the football stadium.
That'd be pretty nice, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm. Here comes the next pitch. Swing on and miss. And so down goes Leva.
This young lady can pitch on the mound for the Clovis.
Yep. Yep, so that'll bring up Riley Dillard. Riley steps in there ready. Young lady had a heck of a game last game. She takes that first pitch on the outside corner for strike number 1. So Riley's in there ready. Here comes a pitch. It's driven foul for strike 2. So 0-2 to Riley.
She's fighting that outside corner off, man. She can't do nothing much with that.
That's 2 pitches right down that outside edge of the plate. Next up will be Lexi Garcia. She's on deck here. So here's the pitch. Swung on, driven over towards second. Second baseman going to scoop it up and fire it over to first and get the out. So down.
So nice hit there. It's just right to that one player.
Yep. So Lexi Garcia comes up to the plate. So 2 outs here, 3-2 score. Clovis with a 1-run lead. And that first pitch is high to Garcia. Ball 1. I'm starting to get cold. His next pitch is high for ball 2.
How far is Clovis from here?
What?
How far is Clovis from here?
Well, Texaco, basically.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Texaco and Clovis are like 10 miles apart.
Mm.
Yeah, so, you go to Portales and you got another 15 miles. So, hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, something like that.
That's a long ways to play some softball.
Yeah. If you think
That's
about it,
playing 2 games, huh?
That's probably why there's a double header. And so Garcia draws the walk, so she heads over to first.
We got Jones.
So back to the top of the lineup. Haley Jones singled her first at bat. And so Garcia standing on first. We've got 2 outs here.
There's a huge gap behind second base. If she can hit it right there.
Yeah, I agree. And
No.
Garcia's going to get there, and she started slowing down about 10 foot before the bag and then did
That's what made it so close.
A slow, delayed slide.
Yeah.
If she'd have kept on going, she'd have been there easily, but she's there anyway. So
doesn't matter, right? She's in scoring position.
Standing on second is Garcia. Haley Jones at the plate. 1 ball, no strike. Swings and fouls that one back for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Haley Jones. Garcia standing in scoring position on second. Coach Kemple giving her some instruction out there from his third base coaching spot. And so back in there is Jones. On the hill is Nowak for Clovis, and that pitch is going to be, he called it a strike, so a delayed call. And so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here to Haley Jones, 2 outs.
Picking up again.
Man, and it's blowing straight into the face of the batter.
Uh-huh.
It's right towards
home plate, man, directly.
Yep. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Walk, woogie, 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 woogie. Woo, 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 woo. And that one's fouled off.
I thought she hit it hard. I couldn't find it for a second.
Yeah.
Count remains the same, huh? Oh, they got 3 balls, 2 strikes?
Is that what did he full it? All right. So that one's driven foul. I don't know what the count is. I was waiting on the man to show it.
Let's see if he shows it right here. 2-2.
2-2. So 2-2-2. Rock baby. Woo 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 woo. Here comes the pitch. It's driven towards short. Short going to run in, scoop it up, throws it towards second, and going to get there. And so Jones gets thrown out on the ground out, and that'll end the top of the third as we move into the bottom of the third. Lady Cardinals 2, Clovis 3.
Lobo Trucking has been in business now for 20 years and wants to give thanks to you and their hardworking and dedicated employees. Lobo Trucking takes great pride in developing a highly trained, motivated, and professional workforce. Lobo Trucking can safely and efficiently meet any fluid management needs, and Lobo Trucking is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Lobo Trucking salutes all the hardworking coaches, teachers, and students. Keep up the good job.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal softball. Here's the Lady Cardinals are hosting Clovis in a doubleheader. Eunice won the first one 4-2, and we are in the bottom of the
top of the third, maybe.
Oh yeah, that's right. Top of the third. We are in the top of the third here, as Eunice leads or trails this one 3-2.
A close game. Eunice keeps leaving players or stranded runners on.
And in the last game, they won 4-2, but they probably stranded 10, 12.
Yes, easily.
And already here in just the, first 2 at-bats for the Lady Cardinals, they have left quite a few players.
Yes, sir, they have, man. And that pitcher for Clovis is doing a good job right now containing Eunice, but hopefully we can get the bat started after this inning here.
So that's going to bring up Adriana Silva for Clovis. Stepping in there ready is Silva. Here comes the pitch.
You call that a ball, huh?
Man, that one looked pretty good from our angle, but they call it a ball. I'm assuming he's going to say high.
If it was high, it's by a little bit.
Yeah. So 1 ball, no strikes here. Lead-off batter for this inning.
Call that a ball, too. Make it 2 balls.
So
that
2-0.
Was low inside.
Yep. And this is Silva. So pitching for the Lady Cardinals in the white uniforms, Michaela Pierce. There's a big swing and a miss, a little change-up action.
Strike number 1, huh?
Yeah, 2-1.
It's quiet out there, ain't it?
It is. It with the exception of the wind, it's a beautiful night out there. It's just kind of cool for this. There's a high foul ball back over the catcher. It's going to come right toward us.
You hear the ball behind us.
Yep.
So it should be 2 strikes, 2 balls.
So 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Silva steps back in ready. Pierce takes a look, kicks and fires it. It's driven over towards short. Second. Scooping it up was Jones and firing it to first. And Jones with a good play over there at second.
And nothing gets by her at all. She makes good, solid throws at first base, too.
So Sophie Roberts
a good time, aren't they?
Steps up. She grounded out her last time. She's on the left side this time. Not to be confused with the right side. And she takes that first one for strike number 1. So Roberts back in there ready. Here comes the pitch from Pierce. Outside for ball one. One ball, one strike, one out. Rock boogie, woogie, 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 wee, wee, wee. It's my new thing I started. Here comes the pitch. It's driven a little chopper toward short.
Oh, barehanded.
Third baseman comes and grabs it and then threw it airmail over
Oh,
toward the
second.
cafeteria. And we went to get it somewhere.
It was stuck at the cafeteria.
Got
So
them
what
a
was
chocolate milk while they were over there picking that one up and fired it back in. So going to end up being on second is Roberts after the single and the error.
She tying her shoe at second? That's what I have a timeout, yeah.
Gianna Cordova comes to the plate.
Up to bat, Gianna Cordova.
This young lady lined out her last at bat. She lined it right to third base.
So she got some power then, huh?
Yeah, she's the one that smacked it right at Gaetan that last time.
Oh, nice pitch.
Right down the outside corner for strike one. This young lady's got like a big Mr. T-type chain hanging around her neck. I didn't know you could do that, but I guess you can.
I guess so.
So stepping back in there is Pierce into the circle. One ball, one strike, one out. Rock boogie, woogie, woogie, woo, woo, woo. Here comes the pitch. It's chopped right over toward the pitcher. Pierce going to pick it up and throw it to first. Gets that out.
That for
And so
sure out.
that's
Huh?
two
Probably
outs.
2 outs.
Yep.
This other one hit towards third base as well, too, right? Number 14.
This is the young lady that smashed it to the fence a while ago and got a stand-up double out of it.
And she's also the pitcher, right?
Yes. So this is Nowak headed into the right-handed batter's box. Runner standing on third. That pitch is going
Nobody's
to get
coming.
away, but she's going to stay on third. So 3-2 is still the score. Clovis batting. They've got a runner standing on third, 2 outs, and they've got Cordova, their pitcher. I'm sorry, Nowak, their pitcher, and she had the best hit so far this ball game. They've got her at the plate. 2-0 is the count.
And she gets in that batter's box like a batter, too, man. She's pretty aggressive.
Yep.
Anything close, I'm pretty sure she's going to give a good hack at it.
So 2-0. Here comes the pitch.
What a
Driven
move.
high, foul, back over
Out of
toward
play.
third, out of play. And it's going to stay back there.
Ball's right here, right in front of the stands.
Yeah,
Almost hit old Wilson over there, huh?
yeah. Mr. Wilson, Mr. Wilson.
I wouldn't call him that. We're about the same age. Poor Travis.
Here comes the next pitch. It's inside. So we got a 3-1 count here to Nowak. Oh, 2-1. 2-1 count. What?
Huh?
That's what the board says. So board says 2-1. I'm
We'll
going
go
to
with
go
2-1 then.
2-1. There's a drive down the third base line.
Foul
It's going
ball.
to be foul. That would have been trouble.
At least one would have scored, at least, right?
Yeah, for sure. Let's see, Chloe and Billy sitting over there. Somebody just handed them the dog. I believe that was Billy's grandpa. Billy was all tournament selection over at the NIMI tournament this last weekend, so congratulations to him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Rock big, woo, woo, woo. Here comes the pitch. It's driven high and foul, out of play.
Oh, towards the batting cages.
Yeah, that was actually cool. It landed in the top of the batting cage.
Free souvenir for the Eunice school, huh?
Yeah. Or for some kid that comes up here in the middle of the night and gets it. Here comes
If he
the
comes,
next
he gets it in the
pitch.
middle of the night, he deserves it.
Woo, woo. Oh, and a swing
got her.
and a miss
Got
on
her
the
looking
slow high
silly.
changeup. And so down goes Nowak, and that is a K for Pierce. And as we move into the bottom of the third, Eunice trails Clovis 3-2.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Go, number 5.
Yeah. Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Rosendo turned it
Hot
on.
mic, hot mic.
Hot mic. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal softball here as the Lady Cardinals are hosting Clovis. And for those of you that have just tuned in, this is a varsity game. This is Clovis varsity versus Eunice varsity. The Lady Cards hosting this doubleheader. They got the win in the first one, 4-2, and we are in the bottom of the third here in game number 2. Eunice trails 3-2.
Yep. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, if your child's interested in playing softball, contact Alfonso Zamora. Get with the Eunice Baseball League. That way they can get you set up for that. And also, this month, the 14th and the 28th of this month, there will be a baseball and a softball tournament. So remember, if you want to have a young lady who wants to play some softball, start developing the league here in Eunice, get a hold of Alfonso or his wife, and also the Eunice Baseball League.
That's right. That's what it takes. You got to do it if you want them to be strong when they get up here to this high school level. So here comes the first pitch. It's off the foot of Pierce, apparently.
It appeared to be, but it did not hit her.
Yeah. Maybe she bobbed and weaved.
She got some quick feet, don't she?
Weaved when she should have bobbed or something. So Pierce steps back in there. 1-0 is the count. That one is way high for ball number 1. No, ball number 2.
Yeah,
2
balls. Yeah, one's on the inside and one's on the outside.
So she's back in there ready. No whack on the hill, or not the hill in the circle. And that's going to be low for ball 3. So 3-0 to Pierce.
You want to give it the green light? Why not, right?
I probably would.
I would. Let's go.
Here comes the next pitch. It's inside for ball 4. So Pierce with the walk. She heads over to first, and that'll bring up Kelly Stinson. Young lady flew out her first at bat. And young lady
she's due for a hit, man.
Yeah, she is. And she's capable, very capable. Here comes the first pitch, and that's inside, and Pierce going to test the arm of the catcher as she's safely into second and steals second.
That ball wasn't even close. It was more towards second base.
And the catcher never even got up. She threw it basically from a squatted position. Yeah. So here comes the next pitch. It's inside for ball 2. So 2-0.
I was going to call it a strike. He came and grabbed his mask. I was going to call it a strike for a second.
I think he had a migraine.
He was thinking about it?
Yep. So here comes the next pitch. High for ball 3. So 3-0 is the count. 3 balls, no strikes here. No outs. We're in the bottom of the third. Eunice trails by 1, 3-2. They've got Michaela Pierce standing on second, and Stinson, the senior, at the plate, takes ball 4.
That's 8 balls this pitcher has thrown. She has not thrown a strike yet.
And so that'll bring up Lizzie Gaetan as Gaetan heads to the plate. She walked her last time. Runners at first and second as Gaetan steps up there, and she takes that first pitch right down the middll for strike number 1. You didn't do any of that rock boogie, oogie, woogie, woo stuff.
That's what it was.
Yep. You can't be jinxing us. There's a swing and a miss for strike 2. So 0-2 to Gaetan is the count.
Got to hit the ball. Got to make some contact here, young lady.
Gaetan steps in. Runners at first and second. That pitch is high for ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Liz gets right up here. The runners on first and second for the Eunice Cardinals. Swing towards.
It's in the gap. It's going to get there. The runners are moving. They're going to send one home. Here comes Pierce, and she's going to be in there easily, and Stinson standing at second. So an RBI single by Gaetan
ties the ball game here. I figure Stinson would have made it all the way to third. She stayed there at second.
Yeah, that'll
probably tired of running, huh?
I believe this is going to be Peyton Williams.
You are correct.
Williams had a double her first at bat, and she pops that one up over the catcher, and it's going to get out of play. Good.
Almost hit her mom over here on the rebound.
Uh-oh. So 0-1 to Peyton Williams. She steps in there ready to go. 0-1 is the count. No outs. Runners at first and second. And that ball is right down that outside corner for strike number 2.
And our black box is falling little by little.
Yeah. It's stretching the
Its limits. That's what it's doing.
connections, yeah. So here comes the next pitch, and that one was inside, and they throw it over towards short.
I don't get that.
Yeah, it's just a
Little decoy thing.
a little gimmick. Get people to.
It ain't worked all night. Why keep doing it?
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the next pitch. A
she
big
chased that
swing
high.
and a miss as she chased the high outside ball, and down goes Williams.
Brings up some more up the bat here.
So is that 1 out?
Yes, sir. That's 1 out.
So 1 out here. Runners at first and second, and up comes Zamora. First pitch is outside
Calls it a
corner
strike.
for strike number 1.
I think that umpire says anything close, I'm calling it a strike.
So back in there is Zamora. Here comes the pitch from Nowak. Swing on and miss. First strike 2. 0-2 to Zamora.
We got to make contact, ladies.
Zamora gets in there, settles back down. 0-2 is the count. Runners at first and second, 1 out. Here's the pitch. It's
nice
driven into
pitch.
center. It's going to score 1. Here she comes. She turns, and it's going to advance the runners. And Stinson scores off the Zamora RBI single.
Beautiful hit going straight up, hitting that corner right in the head out there in center field.
Yeah, that was nice right there for
Leva
sure.
up the bat.
And this will bring Leva up. She struck out her last at bat. Runners at first, at second. She fouls that one off out of play.
Got an update here from Charlie. Says, Elizabeth Boom says, thank you for announcing. She says she has 65 girls signed up already and needs a few more
Awesome.
for softball.
Yeah, sounds great, man. Definitely. 3-3 is the score. It's
Oh,
now
nice
tied
shot.
up, and there's a shot over toward right field.
Oh,
Making
man.
the catch as the right fielder, and the runners are going to try to advance. They're safely into third. Is that
Elizabeth.
Gaetan?
Yes.
Man,
she don't have good luck at third base.
she's kind of scary out there on the bases, and but she's standing there now. So.
You see that she nodded her head towards the coach like, you made me run for this.
So that'll bring up Riley, the lefty. She
She's
steps
too
in
good
there
for a
with
good hit, too,
runners
man.
on the corners and 2 outs, and that first pitch goes off the backstop, and that'll move Zamora over to second. So now runners at second and third, and Riley
should have
steps
the
back
lead
in
here,
there.
right? Sorry to cut you off, but it says 3-3 up on the board, but that's incorrect.
Is it 4-3?
It should be like 5-3, I think, because 2 scored a minute ago.
There's a foul ball
Or maybe
down the
4-3.
left.
Let me ask Charlie. What's the score, Charlie?
Charlie is the official, so board shows now 4-3, us in the lead. I was thinking that was right, but I'm not sure. I think Pierce and Stinson
Yes,
scored.
because Williams struck out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Lizzie, okay. You are correct.
So 2 balls, no strikes is what the board shows. Board says that. That's what I'm going to go with. Here comes the pitch. It swung on and missed. And they throw it down toward third. And now Gaetan on the pass ball heads for home, and she's going to score.
And finally works out in her
Lizzie
favor, huh?
Gaetan, yes. We've talked about that catcher being able to gun people over to third. That time as Gaetan was trying to get back to third, the ball goes past the third baseman and out into left, and Gaetan scores. It's now 5-3. The Lady Cards leading over Clovis.
Swing and a miss.
And a swing and a miss, and it's caught, and down goes Riley, but not before the Lady Cardinals put a few runs on the board. It's 5-3. Lady Cards lead against Clovis.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal Sports. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside Rosendo Caballero here in Eunice as the Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the 5A Clovis Lady Wildcats in a doubleheader here today. Eunice won Game 1 4-2, and they've now taken the lead here in the 4th inning. It's 5-3. The Lady Cards lead by 2. So Soto will come to the plate here. Young lady had a ground out her first at bat. She steps into that right-handed batter's box. Michaela Pierce in the circle for the Lady Cards. Here comes the first pitch. It's high for ball number 1.
Just a bit high, huh?
Yep.
Oh, it was a beautiful sunset, but as that sun goes down, it gets a little bit colder in here.
A little cooler. It's getting cool. People out there bundled up looking like they're living in an igloo. Here comes the next pitch, and it's high for ball 2. So
We
2
need
and
that wind to stop blowing, man.
that wind is cold. That wind is cold.
Cold.
2-0 is the count. With the exception.
Strike. Yeah, it is.
There it is. That's a good one. So with the exception of that wind, it's really nice. It's a pretty night. I mean, like you said, that sunset looks amazing out over the stadium. There's a hit over down the third base line, scooped up by Gaetan, thrown over to first. Stinson makes the catch for out number 1.
Easy money, huh?
Yep. They made it look easy that time around, that's for sure. So that brings Clovis back to the top of their lineup. And this will be Brooke Renteria. Young lady has a fly out and a single in her first 2 at-bats. Steps in there ready. Ball's going to be outside for ball number 1.
What are you thinking there? A little quiet on me.
Yeah, a little wind come through here. It was kind of cold. There's a drive into right center
gap.
field.
Somebody
Is
get
it
there.
going to get there? Oh!
I thought she had it. She just missed it by a smidge, man.
Man, I think that was Garcia on the run.
Yep.
Just almost had it, but the ball goes off her glove, and luckily for the Lady Cards, it stayed in front of her, so it ended up a single.
And what happens, that wind catches it and just kills the ball in the air.
And that'll bring up Chavez. She's got a strikeout and a walk here today. Here's the first pitch. And Williams tried to frame it up. They didn't give it to her. Yep. 1 ball, no strikes here. Runner on first for Clovis. Eunice leads 5-3. Here's the pitch. It's foul
ball.
And we are in the top of the 4th here. The Lady Cards lead 5-3 in game number 2 of this doubleheader. The Cards won the first game 4-2. And here we are in game number 2. 5-3 is the score. Top of the 4th. Here comes the pitch.
Oh, beautiful pitch. Those over the first.
And they got him. They had him caught up. If they get it there in time, and they do, and they pick him off. And Williams with a great play from catcher.
Strike him out, throw him out, baby.
She turned and gunned it down to first.
No. The batter was walking in like if it's strike number 3, but it's just 2, right?
I think that's right.
I thought they struck him out and threw him out.
Yeah, so that was a
No, the batter. It's the same batter.
same batter.
1 strike,
It's still Chavez.
2 balls. Still Chavez.
So here comes the next pitch. Driven high and foul down the left field line. Going to be out of play off the
hit
little
that
barn.
Storage building, huh?
Yeah.
I won't throw that pitch again.
So is that 2-1? Is that the count
It should be 2-2.
2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Woogie, 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 woogie. All right, so here we go.
Let's go now.
Here comes the pitch.
Oh.
A little chopper down the third base line, going to be foul.
One more good pitch, we get us out of this inning.
Yep. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Woo, 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 woo. Here comes the next pitch. Driven down toward the short, scooped up by Gaetan on the run, and she fires it over to third. And that was a great play by Lizzie Gaetan.
She had her eyes closed the whole time. I know she did.
Man, that was nice.
Yes,
and so
it was very
that'll
nice.
get the Lady Cardinals to move to the bottom of the 4th. They lead 5-3.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports. As your Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Clovis Lady Wildcats.
Yeah, man, now the Lady Cardinals are doing very well on defensive side, man. They did an awesome job a minute ago getting that last out by Lady Cardinals off of third base. Did a beautiful job of their fielding and throwing her out, man. So
got Coach Emmy Lujan asking me some questions about long jump. And Emmy, if you're listening, I will, as quick as I get done here, I'll call you and try to answer as much of that as I can.
long jump.
A little long jump.
That's a track and field event, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That was one of Chloe's best field events, correct?
Yeah, Ovi, Chloe.
Oh, I forgot Mr. Obi did that
Dottie
as well.
was a long jumper.
He's not doing it this year?
Didn't run track this year. Said he just didn't. He said he didn't want to if Chloe wasn't going to run, that he didn't think he was going to run if she wasn't running. So there's a swing and a miss. Strike number 1, 2. Who's up here?
Number 1, 4, 14.
14 for the Lady Cardinals is Alexi Garcia.
That was a high pitch. I would have stayed away from that one, but she liked it, so she swung at it, right?
Here comes the next pitch. That one's low.
He calls it a
no,
strike. He called that a
yeah.
strike. He likes some low ones.
Yeah, so that's 0-2 to Garcia here.
Real quick, poor girl.
She's going to choke up and make some contact here. Here comes the next pitch. It's swung on and missed, so down goes Garcia.
Just like that, man. 3 up, 3 down. We got Jones here. Top of the lineup, correct?
Yeah, Haley Jones is up next. Young lady's got a single and a ground out. That was our first out of this inning. So here comes the next pitch inside for ball number 1 to Jones.
She's hitting the ball very well today, too. Unfortunately, she hit the rate to strike the people, man.
Here comes the next. That ball's going to
be a strike, I think.
Inside
it was a
for
ball.
ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Haley Jones. She steps in there ready to go again. This hit that she's about to do is brought to you by Redbird Garage. It's fouled, hit high and foul. I knew it. I felt it.
I was talking to the owner a minute ago. Talking about that red pickup he had for sale the other day.
Yep, my uncle's truck.
Some stories behind that.
Yep. Stepping back in there. Here's the next pitch. It's driven into right center field. It's high, and it's going to find the floor. And so Jones easily turns it first.
She could have got maybe the second, but she has played it safe.
Yeah, and so
Beautiful
Jones with a single.
lady.
That's her second single here of the second game. And that'll bring up Michaela Pierce. She's got a fly out and a walk in her first 2 at-bats. And so 1 out here. Jones standing at first and Pierce at the plate. Here comes the pitch. It's chopped over the pitcher's head. It's going to find the ground, and the runners are going to advance. And so Pierce hit that one right between the pitcher and shortstop, and it kind of had a little slice to
on
it.
Back.
And so Pierce, I'll give her a single off of that one.
I agree with you on that 100%.
So Kelly Stinson heads up to the plate. And she steps in there ready.
Oh.
She takes that first pitch for strike number 1.
She always takes that first pitch, man, no matter what.
Runners at first and second for the senior, Kelly Stinson. Stinson's in there ready. Here comes the pitch. It's low and inside for ball 1.
Jones got a big lead over there. Did not decide to go to third, huh?
1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Rock boogie, oogie, oogie, wee, 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 wee.
Come on now, do something with that little noise we just made for you.
That's right. She's ready. Here comes Stinson. Here comes the pitch. She drives it into right field. It's way back. It's high.
She dropped it.
She dropped it.
She's still on the floor. Come home. Jones is coming home.
Jones turning and headed for home. She's going to score.
And so, we got midway.
You better slide on back. And
run the second. Run the second.
Get the runner to go to second, and they
she
do.
Finally did.
And
Pierce was trying to get in a rundown on here, but beautiful job by Stinson hitting it way out there.
Yeah, so Stinson with an RBI single. And so that'll put Gaetan up to the plate. Young lady's got a walk and a RBI single, and she steps in there for the first pitch and takes ball 1.
She thought about it, man. She thought about it.
So 1 out. The Lady Cards now lead 6-3.
And
Runners.
Jones scored. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Jones scored all the way from second a minute ago, making the score 6-3 here. Huh?
And they take that pitch, yes, for strike number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Rock boogie oogie oogie. Wee, 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 wee. Here we go. Here's the, and it's driven, and it's going to be heading over toward the cafeteria to get a
almost
chocolate
landed
milk.
on the cafeteria. Jones is pretty fast. I just noticed that she's a speedster, brother.
Yeah. And stepping back in there like the rest of these Joneses. Got to keep up with them. Gaetan steps back in there. Wee,
Shut up.
wee, wee. And she takes
Oh,
that
that's
one
a strike
inside,
three.
and they
Wow.
call strike 3.
That'd have been a ball all night. You know that?
Man, I thought so too. And that'll bring Peyton Williams to the plate. A young lady catching has to take her shin guards off. But you got 2 outs here. Peyton Williams comes up. She's got runners in scoring position, second and third.
Got to bring him home here.
She's ready. Here comes the pitch.
She thought about
Check
it.
swung and no
it's ball.
count, so ball 1.
Got to hold her breath on the calls out here, huh?
Williams in her first at bat drove one off the wall with a double. And so that second pitch is going to be low and in the dirt for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes.
Catcher had a hard time for Clovis trying to find it there, but nobody advances.
Pierce is trying to play the game with her, see if they can get him to throw it away.
Little cat and mouse out there.
2-0, 2 outs. We got a 6-3 game now, and that pitch is inside for
Call
ball
it a
2.
ball.
So
See what
2-0.
I'm saying?
Yep.
That was close to being a strike from.
I thought it was already 2-0, but he gave the 2-0 signal.
We're going to give her an extra pitch, huh?
So Williams steps in there ready to go. Runners at second and third. Here's the pitch, and it's right down the pipe for strike number 1.
So she had a little looked over towards Coach. What do you want me to do? Hit or just sit here?
So 3-1 is now showing, and they chop that one over towards second.
Get
Second
there.
baseman runs in, flips it over to first, and down goes Williams on the ground out, but not before the Lady Cards score a couple more. We got a 7-3 game. Eunice in the lead. We'll send it back to a word from our sponsors.
Devon Energy is proud to support the athletic programs of Eunice High School this season. By partnering with local schools in Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season both on the field and in the classroom. Go Eunice Cardinals!
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal sports and the Lady Cardinals softball team as they host Clovis. The Eunice Lady Cardinals lead right now in game number 2 of this doubleheader, 7-3. Michaela Pierce on the hill, Peyton Williams behind home plate catching. And Stinson, the regular pitcher, is over on first base.
And I believe they haven't had no substitutes come in here, so it's not too bad for the Eunice Cardinals. They'll take care of business out there when they need to, man. They hit the ball when they need to hit and feel them very good out there.
So trying to look here, it looks like this will be Rodriguez.
Let's see, I can't
She
remember.
takes a big swing and a miss. That
That's
is
number 8.
Giselle Rod. Is it?
Yes, sir. That's number 8.
8 is not 2?
Yes, sir. It's 8. Number 8.
Okay. So then that would be Sierra Rodriguez if it's 8.
Yes, sir.
There's that first pitch outside. I'm sorry, that's the second pitch, right?
Yes, sir. That's 1-1.
So 1-1. And back in there is Rodriguez. Here comes the pitch from Pierce. It's high for ball 2. So 2-1.
She starts off like that and eventually just kind of warms up, kind of creeps in those strikes on them.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'll start it that way and warm up. There's a drive over towards center. Center fielder running up, making the catch. And so a good play there in center field
Coming up a long ways and catching it, huh?
We think that's Leva, not
Yes,
for
sir.
certain.
As soon as she catches it, she gets that ball out of the glove and throws it in.
Oh, yeah.
She don't hold it at all.
And so this will be Giselle Romero. Young lady's got a walk and a fly out here in game number 2.
Is that their shortstop? I really can't tell.
She's she's playing that 6th position, so I think that's right.
Yes, sir. It's number 2,
Yep.
number 6 position.
So Romero steps back in there, ready to go after taking ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Michaela Pierce in the circle. Takes a look, kicks, fires it toward home, and it's low for ball 2.
Inside, too, huh?
So 2-0. I'm hungry.
I'm hungry, too, brother.
I'm cold. I'm hungry.
I'm seeing visions now, man.
That's
Tacos,
right.
tortas, and burritos everywhere, man. I don't know what you be seeing.
Well, that's what I saw this weekend in Mexico.
A lot of it.
And when I go down there every time, my wife thinks I'm crazy, but I'm like, I'm going to buy me a house down here. I like it. I enjoy it. There's a drive over toward left field. It's way back off the wall. It's a fair ball, turning and headed for second. The left fielder does a really good job out there. I think is that Riley?
Yes, sir. She
She
chased the ball down.
scooped it up off the fence, turned around and fired it back in, holding that what could have easily been a triple to a double.
Easy. Why would you buy a house in Mexico? Where would you buy it? Like on the river?
No, I'm
There-
talking right in the middle of OJ.
Right in the middle, OJ?
Oh, yeah.
Man,
Just
you better
right.
have a good AC in the summertime.
Well, that's all right.
It gets hot over there.
That shoots you to sleep on the concrete. Man, it does get hot. I know we go down there all the time, but I enjoy going down there. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I really do. I probably am a little crazy. Silva's up to bat at this point.
She has 2 balls, right?
Yep.
No strikes here. Talking about Mexico. Buying some Airbnb homes there in Mexico for Mr. Jimmy Jones.
No, I'm not Airbnb-ing it.
You going to call some Jimmy Jones Palace
Yep.
out there?
Yeah.
Oh, swing and a miss on the outside pitch. Outside pitch there.
So that
Strike
makes
number
it 2-1.
Yes, sir. You are right. OJ's pretty.
I enjoy it. I like
I
the
just- it's
people,
just
the
hot.
food. Yeah, it is hot, I guess, but
They got good food. I ain't going to lie about that.
you
but
don't
it's
come
hot.
out till the sun goes down. There's a swing and a miss.
That
for
is true.
strike two.
Everybody comes out there when the sun goes. In the summertime,
Yeah,
nobody comes
it's
out.
like nobody comes out all day.
Yep.
But then at night, like even in the middle of the week, it's like a happening place.
Dude, but who would want to come out in that heat, man?
Yeah, no, it's like I said, I keep telling the wife I'm gonna buy me a place down there, and and that pitch is inside for ball 3. So we got a full count here, 3-2-1.
On that pitch, that young lady tried to lean in on it and see if she could hit her.
She was like, hit me, please."
I need to get on. Coach said if I don't get on, I'll have to stay here all night.
The river was running this time. There's ball 4. So while we were there this time, the river was running, and the little falls area and everything. Everybody was going over there.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool little place. I've been there numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days when I was young.
So Sophie Roberts comes to the plate. She's on the left side. Lady
Swinging and a miss.
Cardinals here. Wildcats starting to put a couple of people on the bases with 1 out. So the first pitch was a strike, so it should be 0-1 up there. That second pitch is inside for ball number 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Rock big iggy, woo, woo, woo.
It swung on the board. Fix it.
So runner at first and second. Here comes the pitch. Swung on, driven towards second. Second baseman Jones going to scoop it up.
Oh,
She
man.
missed it, played it, and then fires it to first. But it's a little late. And so now the bases are jammed. Runners at first, second, and
But
third.
she kept the ball in front of her. Kept from people scoring on
That
us,
is
too,
true.
man.
That is true.
Up to bat, Gianna Cordova.
So we have the bases loaded for the Clovis.
So Gianna Cordova comes up. She lined out and ground out her first 2 at-bats here in this ball game. The bases are absolutely loaded.
Juiced, huh?
1 out. Here comes the first pitch, driven over
Oh.
toward the gap, and Stinson did a great job scooping it up.
But just touch your base. Just touch your base. She's out.
Yeah, that's it. And there it goes. They signal out. And so what a play by Stinson. She stretched out and caught that line drive off the ground. And so down goes Cordova, and then they double it up over to third. And so just like that, we move it into the bottom of the 5th, I believe. Eunice leads 7-3.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 13 years and is family owned and operated, located at 2105 Avenue O in Eunice. They are your trusted vacuum truck, winch truck, frac tanks, rental equipment, and dirt work provider. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. Go, number 5.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Beautiful defense out there by these Lady Cards tonight, man. They're taking care of business, taking care of that ball when they go out there. And
Man, I got to tell you, from the games that I've covered for them this year, which has just been a few, this looks like a completely different team. Now, granted, you know, at least 2 of the games I covered were versus Dexter, and Dexter's always a powerhouse.
But they have grown a lot here.
Yes, they look significantly better. So Zamora comes to the plate. 7-3 is the score. We're in the bottom, I believe, of the 5th, and Zamora takes.
Oh, wow. That was a strike?
That's what he called, I believe, strike 1.
I believe you're right, but I would believe that's a ball, boss.
So 0-1. Here's the next pitch. That one's hit.
If she would have caught it, it would have been a strike, I bet.
That one was definitely a low one. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Zamora. Zamora's got a fly out and an RBI single in her 2 at-bats here today.
She swung at that one.
Not her 2 at-bats today. Her 2 at-bats in this game.
Yes. So does Erica have a lot of family in OJ?
She does. A lot of family.
On both sides of the father and the mother side, huh?
Well, on her dad's side, her grandparents are all. That's where they're originally from. You know, like Gabe's parents. They're all from there originally, and so all of their aunts and uncles, or a bunch of them, that's where they're at. Her uncle down there on her mom's side owns the funeral homes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good business.
Yeah, for sure.
Never since the end, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on what side you're on it, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, people are dying to get in there.
Yeah, that is true.
3 balls,
No
2
pun
strikes
intended, huh?
here. And to Zamora. Here comes the next pitch. And it's inside, and Zamora heads down to first as she earns the walk there. That was a good walk.
Yes. She earned it for sure.
This will be Leyva coming up.
The one we think is playing center field, correct?
Yeah, we believe so. Runner standing at
Well, the ball
first,
gets away,
and
Zamora.
so Zamora's easily. She actually started jogging slow, and that catcher come up firing.
And she ran right by the base and came back. Oh, there's a ball.
Oop, I better get back over there. So 1 ball, no strikes. Zamora now standing on second after the steal. And so we got a 1-1 count.
What happened? She swung and the catcher got in the way.
Oh, yeah. The catcher stood up,
Interference, huh?
and the catcher's mitt hit the glove of the bat. So that'll send Leyva over to first, and so now we've got runners at first and second for Riley.
With no outs. And that was a outside pitch called the ball for a change.
So Riley's got a ground out and a strikeout here in this game. And had a heck of a game in game 1.
That's ball number 2.
So she's in that left-handed batter's box here. Runners at first and second. Stepping in there, she's ready. Ooh, oh. So they call
That's
that one
3
a ball.
balls.
So is that 3?
Yes,
3
sir,
and
3
0.
balls. I thought that was close.
Yeah.
It went in our favor.
So here comes the next pitch. And it's low and
Ball 4
outside.
more.
Ball 4. So Riley.
Loads of bases up here for who?
Yeah. So this will bring up Lexi Garcia.
Up to bat, Lexi Garcia.
So Lexi Garcia, bases loaded, no outs. Eunice leads 7-3. Garcia thought about that one.
Took a while.
Yeah, she
She read back like she was
Yeah.
going to swing at it. So imagine the coach is going crazy over there.
Garcia walked her first at bat, struck out the next one, takes a big swing at that one, and that evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike.
Base is still loaded, right? No outs. Score is 7-3. Eunice leads here.
So here comes the next pitch. It's high for ball number 2. So 2-1 is the count. Bases loaded. Clovis versus Eunice.
And that wind is dying down completely. As soon as I say it, it picks back up.
And there's a
Oh,
swing
wow.
and a miss for strike 2. So we've evened the count up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, even though there's not any outs. I'll give her the wee, 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 just because sometimes that gives them luck. Here we go. Here comes the next pitch. Swing on and miss. Woo, didn't work.
Because it has to be 2-2, Jimmy. You can't just push our luck
Can't
here.
just add it in there for.
We've been
So
doing all wee the whole game, man.
So that'll bring Haley Jones to the plate. Young lady's got 2 singles and a ground out. She's got the bases juiced. The top of the lineup for the Cards, and
Good
she
shot, good shot.
drives
Gonna
it
drop.
down the right
Oh, yes.
field. It's in play.
Brings
It's
two,
going to
bring
score
two.
1.
Okay, come on, guys.
And
You got to be running out
The
there.
one over there was standing on second.
You got to be running, guys.
Yep. Mr. Kimple's like, hey, you got to be going.
What are we doing now?
But Jones with an RBI single.
She's gone there twice tonight in that one
right.
spot.
So that brings up Michaela Pierce. This young lady had a fly out, a walk, and a single in her 3 at-bats here. There's 1 out.
And the bases are still loaded, Coach.
And isn't the score now 8-3?
I believe you're right.
All right, here goes Pierce. She steps in there ready. That first pitch skips off the turf, and it's going to be ball 1.
Man,
The,
That runner was
the
running on
score
second
is
base.
now 8-3 over there. 8-3.
8-3. Pay attention now.
So here comes the next one. And that one's low for ball 2.
Low.
So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, bases juiced.
We need a
Pierce
slam would be
at the
nice.
plate.
Ooh.
Takes that one right down the middle for strike 1. 2-1 is the count.
She's seeing it. Let's hit it now.
Stepping back in there, and here comes the pitch. It's driven high and foul.
Foul
Man,
ball.
that was a
Yes.
good sounding contact.
Sounded good. We got to put it forward now.
That's right.
So it's 2-2-1.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Stepping back in there is Pierce. Base is juiced. Here comes the pitch, and it's over her head.
I thought it was at her head for a second.
And so Pierce takes that one. It's 3-2-1, and usually on 3-2-1 it's contact. Bases are juiced.
There's a huge gap again right behind second base
Big
there.
gap. Here
7-2.
comes the pitch. It's driven high toward left center field. They're going to make the catch. The runner's going to tag, and she's going to slowly come on in
What's she
here.
doing? Did you see that?
So runners are going to stay at first and second on the fly-out RBI from Pierce. And so that'll bring up Kelly Stinson. Young lady's got a fly-out, a walk, and an RBI single. There's 2 outs here. Runners at first and second for Stinson. Stinson's in there and ready. Here comes the pitch. It's high for ball 1.
Man, all the runners should have been tagging up on that one. Everybody should have moved on that tag up. It's deep enough. You just got to pay attention, but we're working on that. I believe the coaches are working on that, so we'll be all right.
Stinson ready. Takes that one high and inside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here. 2 outs. Lady Cards lead 9-3. 9-3. Here comes the pitch, and it's outside for ball 3. 3-0 is the count to Stinson.
It's 3-0, right?
Stinson steps back in there ready to go. Here
3-0.
comes the pitch. It's inside
That's
for
4-0.
ball number 4. So now we're going to load the bases.
For Lizzie Gaitan here. We have 2 outs right now.
So Lizzie Gaitan's got a walk, a RBI single, and a strikeout in her at-bats.
That's
She
a
takes
beautiful
that
pitch.
one right down the middle for strike number
You
1.
jump on those, man. That'll probably be the best pitch she sees all night.
Gaetan back in there. Here comes the pitch. It's inside. Oh.
Oh, that if she would have thrown it and that player gets in the way, that's interference, right?
Yeah, I think so. And she had her back to her, so I don't even think she knew. So stepping back in there is Gaetan. Bases are juiced. Here comes the pitch.
Another strike.
Right down the middle
Man,
for
what do we
strike
want,
number
Coach?
2.
You got to capitalize here. Come on now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 9-3 ball game. Eunice and Clovis. Gaetan at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's hit over towards second. Second baseman scoops it up, fires it over to first, and Eunice is going to score 2 here in this inning. And as we move into the top of the 6th, Eunice leads 9-3.
Oh, we left the bases loaded.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 394-8828. Call 394-8828. Or swing by Redbird Garage at 1800 North Main Street in Eunice and meet the new owners, Josh and Erica Jones. Redbird Garage is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Lady Cardinal softball. A reminder, the Zamoras in the process with a few other folks of putting together youth softball. If interested, contact the Zamoras. And they've got a couple of camps coming up for baseball, Little League Baseball, and for youth softball.
Yes, sir. The 14th and the 28th for the baseball and softball camps here.
Yeah, the only way we will ever be as successful in things like track and field, softball, basketball, as we are in football and baseball is to have youth programs feeding our high school programs like we have feeding.
Start them young, man. Train them.
Gotta
develop them. Develop.
If you don't do it, then we're going to be average at best forever. And so this is definitely
Other than average, the sport might just fade away from the school. You never know.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's hope that never happens. But
so coming to the plate is Clovis. That first pitch is going to be outside for ball number 1. I can't tell what the number of this batter is. I think that is Noack, right? The pitcher. Yep. So Noack's got a double. She smashed one her first at bat and then struck out her last at bat. And she takes 2 balls here.
See if we can confirm that. Number 14. Yes, sir. She is the pitcher. And the sun has gone completely down. It is dark out here.
It is
cold.
Dark and cold. That's one thing about this desert. When that sun goes down, it gets cold. Oh, there's a drive over toward Haley at second. She keeps it in front of her as it skips off her shin. She took one off the shin.
Yeah, that has to hurt.
Yeah, that's gonna.
That ball got under quick in a hurry. Maybe one bounce and just hit her.
Yep. She gonna have some lumps on them shins after that one.
So that puts Clovis with runner on first. No outs here.
And Soto comes up. She's grounded out her first 2 at-bats. Maybe a ground out into a double play would be nice right here.
And that'd be perfect.
So stepping back up is Soto. 1 ball, no strikes. Michaela Pierce in the circle. Kicks and fires that one high for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes.
Let me see how fast that person on first base gets off. Oh, there it is. Strike. She's getting off the bag as soon as the pitcher leaves.
Release.
Yep.
2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. We're in the top of the 6th. Here's the pitch. It swung on, dribbled down the third base line. Gaetan dove for it and then did the scorpion. Heels come up toward her back there.
She thought twice about that, huh? Like,
she was going to dive and then changed her mind. And it was too late. She was already going down. Down goes Frazier.
Down goes Frazier right on third base.
2 balls, 1 strike. That's what the board says. Stepping back in there is Soto. Pierce kicks, fires. It's driven toward left center field. It's going to go in the gap. It's going all the way to the wall, picking it up and trying to turn it and get it in quickly. And they're going to hold the runner.
Well, she could have made it easily.
Man, yeah. And that coach is getting on that player, too, because she's telling her, like I was telling you to go. And she stopped and turned to look. And by that point, it was too late.
Man.
So a good good part for, good break for the Cardinals there. And they head back to the top of the lineup. Runners at second and third for Clovis as Brooke Renteria comes up. Young lady's got 2 singles and a fly out.
Then we throw the ball all the way to short here. Luckily, they were backing her up. Man, the runner once again could have scored from third. Was not paying attention there for Clovis.
Yeah. So stepping back into the box is Renteria, and she dribbles that one up toward the. They throw it. And then we throw it away.
But nobody's coming
There's
home.
nobody
Who's going to come
there,
home? Why didn't that young player not come home?
Man, poor Clovis is struggling to run
Mentally,
bases
yes.
here.
That coach is very frustrated right now with their players. Because she could have scored easily. Nobody was coming home on that misplay there.
Yep.
Wow.
Up to bat, Andrea Chavez.
So either way, we got one out on first right there.
Yep. That first pitch is low and inside for ball number 1 to Andrea Chavez.
And a run did come in, right?
Yeah, I think it's 9-4,
Yes,
right?
sir.
9-4 is the score.
9-4.
There's the next pitch. It's high. Oh, no, they call it a strike.
Yeah.
Shoot.
It's 1-1.
I usually call a spade a spade. I know that for us that's good, but that looked high to me. So here comes the next pitch. It's inside for ball number 2.
Yep, 2 balls, 1 strike.
So 9-3 is what the board shows. I believe it's 9-4 is the
Yeah.
score. 1-1-1. Rock boogie.
Yeah, that's a strike
And
right
that one's
there.
good. So 2-2 is what the ump just signaled. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here comes the next pitch.
Got
And that
away
one,
from her.
Yep. It slipped out of her hands and went high from the
As
get-go.
soon as she left it, she was smiling like, oh,
Yeah. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chavez. I believe. This Chavez, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she
Ooh,
fouls
foul
that
straight
one back.
Off the concrete there, huh? Every time she throws the ball back, I think she's going to overthrow the pitcher. That's like, you got to run it on third. You got to take care of that ball, man. They can score on us very easily right there.
Clovis with that runner standing there. 3-2-1 on the board. Swing and a miss for strike number 3.
You don't have to throw it. You don't have to throw it.
Oh,
man.
and so a run's going to score. They got the strikeout, and then
She had
on
to
the
throw it.
pass ball, they threw it to.
No, she had to throw it
first.
because she swung and the ball hit the floor and she caught it. And it was a clean catch because she kept control of the ball. So she did not have to throw it to first. But either way, you got 2 outs. Score is now 9-5. Making it a closer game than we really need to, huh?
Yep. So that'll bring up Sierra Rodriguez. Young lady's got a ground out, a RBI single, and a fly out.
Ooh,
She hit
almost
that
off
one
today.
straight up the gap, right into center. And so she'll get a single out of that one.
She jumped on that first pitch, huh?
Yep. So now it'll bring up Giselle Romero. She's got a walk, a fly out, and a double her last at
Yes.
bat.
She
This
hit a
is that
shot.
shortstop.
Mm-hmm.
And she
Ooh,
takes that pitch inside for ball 1.
Yep.
I had
We got
hiccups.
the hiccups. This is a ball.
So Romero steps back in there. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. It's going to be just a bit outside. So 2 balls, no strikes.
This girl's gonna be, if she hits, she's gonna be hitting hard somewhere.
Runner at first. Here comes the pitch. It's driven toward left field. Skips off the turf. Riley kicks it in quick, but not before the runner advances. So now runners at first and second. And that'll bring up Adriana Silva.
Eunice is, Clovis is making a run here, aren't they?
Yep. So this young lady's got a single, a ground out, and a walk.
Ooh,
She
swing
takes
and
a
a
big
miss.
swing and a miss there. And the pass ball advances the runner. So now runners at second and third. 2 outs is what the board shows. Is that right?
Yes, sir. You're all right.
And it is 9-5 is the score. 1 ball, no strikes here to Silva.
You make that Dolly Parton joke, man. 9-5.
They dribble it back to Pierce. She picks it up, throws it to first, and gets the out on the ground out, and that'll send us to the bottom of the 6th. Eunice leads 9-5.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. I'm cold.
I'm hungry.
And hungry. The Lady Cards hosting Clovis here today for a doubleheader. And they won the first game 4-2. They lead here 9-5. And it looks like there's been a couple of player changes for Clovis. This does not look like the same catcher.
It is. I think she just put a sweater underneath her jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think she got a little cold.
Yep. Maybe the sweater over the jersey.
Yes.
So Peyton Williams comes to the plate. Young lady had a double, a strikeout, and a ground out. And so she's in there ready.
For ball one. Little delay there.
Yep.
That's already 8:30, brother.
Yep. Here
That's
comes
my
the next
bedtime.
pitch. A little chopper down the third base line, foul.
Let's score some more runs here.
So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs here in a 9-5 ball game. There's a high drive up foul over the catcher. Catcher trying to get to it and doesn't. Oh, and then she took it off the face. The
That
ball
hella
hit
hurt.
the turf and bounced right up and hit her in the face.
Well, catchers are tough, but man, that's.
And she was frustrated with herself, but she also took it off the grill.
Yep.
So that makes it 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 9-5 is the score. Williams at the plate. Here's the pitch. It's driven high and foul over toward the cafeteria.
This one's out of play, so we got to worry about getting hit in the face again.
Yep. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Peyton Williams. She steps in there ready to go. Here comes the pitch. Driven towards center. And it's going to drop. And it does. And so the runner makes the turn there at first. And we've got runners now at first. And coming up to the plate will be Zamora.
And that back door's open.
Yeah,
Just
we're
whistling
gonna,
right behind.
yep, there you go. Thank you. So 9-5, or does that say 9-4?
This is 9-4.
So they're adjusting it.
5-8. So they're going to say it's going to be 5-8.
5-8. Okay, so taking one away from on our side.
Mm-hmm.
So they're adjusting the scoreboard here, and that ball's fouled off into the backstop.
Is that her first swing? It's 1-1 on Zamora.
Yep.
And you open that back door, it gets cold real quick.
Yep, it does. So trying to figure out what the score is, they're making some adjustments, and there is a swing and a miss.
And thrown over to first.
When the door opened and everybody was coming in and out, I turned around and wasn't paying attention. How did Williams end up on first?
She hit it towards center field and then dropped in front.
Oh, okay, yeah, she had that single.
Remember, and then Zamora's count. It's I think this is 3 balls or 2 and 2.
2.
Yes, it's 2 and 2, 2 strikes, 2 balls.
Okay, so 2 and 2. Williams at first, Zamora at the plate. Here comes the pitch. It's a little chopper towards short. Short going to pick it up, flip it over to second. They try to turn 2, but they don't get the first, or don't get it to first.
To get that lead runner out on Williams, huh? Out number 1 for the Eunice Cardinals here.
So Leyva comes to the plate. And so runner at first now is Zamora.
I think she struck out every time. Last time she hit interference, right?
She struck out a fly out, and then she had that walk on the interference, I believe.
They're getting a huge lead over here in first base. I bet you this catcher throws it over again.
Here comes the pitch, driven over toward first base. First baseman going to scoop it up and step on first.
For out number one, out number two.
Yeah. So that'll bring Riley Dillard up to the plate. 2 outs here. We're in the bottom of the 6th. So Riley steps in there ready to go.
Score is now 8-5. Eunice still leads here.
Here's the pitch. It's driven
nice
over
shot.
toward left field. It's going to drop, and Zamora's going to turn and score. Riley headed for second, and Riley Dillard hit that ball out into left field. It kind of had a little hook on it.
Little slice,
and the left fielder come up trying to make a play. It goes off her glove, and so Zamora scores. That'll make it 9-5, which is what we thought it was earlier. And so now headed up to the plate is
Riley's going to go for it still here.
And she gets there, and then the ball gets deflected into left.
So she is safe at third here. Scoring position for, who's this batting? Garcia?
This is Garcia. Lexi Garcia at the plate. Stepping in there ready to go. Here comes the pitch. That one's inside.
So 2 balls.
So 2-0 is the count, I believe. Runner standing on third is Riley. She'd like to come on home and get another one. Here comes the pitch. It's high and inside for ball number 3. No, his fingers are crooked. He needs to do something about them things. He ought to go to a chiropractor and get them fingers straightened up. I can't tell when the ump turns around and shows us his fingers.
Yeah.
They're pointed in all different directions. Look like he might have wrestled when he was young.
Probably, or what, hand wrestle?
Something.
Was that Mercy?
Yeah, he was thumb wrestling. 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. And there is a foul tip into the glove.
So the count
we got a full count now, I
guess
think,
so, yeah.
with his crooked fingers.
I guess so.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I declare a thumb war. Here comes the next pitch, and it's right down the middle. And down goes
Garcia.
Yep, Garcia. And so as we move into the top of the 7th, Eunice leads 9-5, 3 outs away from the end of this ball game.
Eunice schools are excited to have students and staff back on campus and involved in another successful school term. It's been an eventful year, and the Eunice schools are ready for whatever comes their way. Eunice Public Schools provide high-quality educational experiences in a safe environment. The entire Eunice community is very involved with all levels of sports and academics. Eunice, a friendly small town with a wonderful community and amenities, and a fantastic school system.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. Here live in Eunice as the Eunice Lady Cardinals are hosting the Clovis Lady Wildcats. Eunice won game 1 of this doubleheader 4-2, and we are in the last inning of this matchup here. Eunice leads 9-5, working hard to make a living.
Yes, sir. There it is. I was waiting for it all night.
I'm too cold to make too many jokes.
It's too cold, huh?
Sitting over here shriveled up. Got my arms wrapped around me like I'm hugging myself.
You need to get a blanket for somebody out there. I need to donate this man a blanket.
So stepping in to the batter's box here for Clovis. And a foul ball hit. Trying to see what that is. Is that a 5 or 6?
That's a 5, I think.
5. That would be Roberts. Sophie Roberts. She's got a ground out. She singled her first 2 at-bats, or her last 2 at-bats here for Clovis today. Steps back in there, ready to go. She drives that one toward short. Good play there by Jones. I keep saying short,
yeah, it's a second.
but it's a second. And Jones scoops it up and fires it to first.
She's got a lot of action over there at second base today. She's done a good job out there fielding the ball.
And so
you keep calling it short, man. Give her some credit, boss.
I keep saying it. It's actually
second base.
Trying to see who that.
The batter for Clovis, or?
It's a ground out. Just adding in my notes here. All right, so that'll bring up Cordova, and she drives that one toward short. This time it really is short. Zamora throws it over to first, and they're going to get her.
Man, that center of this infield is very, very good at defense, man.
I concur.
And they're young.
So this will bring up the pitcher for Clovis. The young lady had a deep double, and she had a strikeout, and then last at bat she singled. And so she steps up there ready to go again. 1 out away
Can you call that a strike?
from sending us to the heater.
To dinner. I'll say it. You thought about it, I'll say it.
Williams is even turning around asking the ump about that one, I think. So 1 ball, no strikes. Here comes the pitch. And that one's high and outside for ball 2.
Williams doesn't catch much, huh?
Yeah, no.
What was that?
Yeah,
you
like,
don't
hey,
do
what-
that.
What are you missing?
You just not see it or what?
Yeah.
Maybe you
it's
got to strike
inside.
in. Maybe we got 3 balls already.
So 3-0 is the count.
Thank you, Williams.
So here we go. 3-0 is the count. Here's the pitch, and that one's there for strike 1. So 3-1. She kind of framed that one
Yeah.
up and
It looked
scooted
pretty.
it
It
over.
looked pretty. We'll take it.
Mhm.
We'll take it anything we can.
So we need a good pitch here. Make her swing. And she does and fouls it off. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 9-5 ball game. A strike here would send us to the showers.
What inning are we in, boss? We look up
This
on the
would be it.
scoreboard.
It's the 7th.
I know, but look up on the scoreboard.
That one's driven
That's
high
on
up
you,
over
Williams.
the catcher. The catcher going to step in.
Oh! And that's a fair ball?
And it
Or that's
is because she touched it, I think,
Yep.
right?
Yeah. He called it a foul ball. I guess she was not in play.
Oh, wow. Did he? Was he saying it should have been a fair ball?
No, he's telling you turn your glove around the other way. That way you
Oh.
can feel it.
Oh,
Catch
I
like
got
this
you.
and rolls back into her body.
Oh, I got you. Okay. All right.
It's a
So
full count.
there's a drive into deep left center field. It's going to go off the wall. Center fielder going to pick it up,